All right, what's up, you guys? I'm still waiting for PJ. We got a little bit of mix up there, but I'm sure we'll see him soon. Let's see. All right, I think starting to get some traction here now. Waiting still for PJ, guys. I think he's. I just messaged him. There was a mix-up earlier on the time. What's up, Lanky? Now we're a little bit early today. Last night was unusual, but as we started off early. How you doing, man? Thank you. And you got any new pickups lately? What you been up to? Oh shoot, maybe I should turn off my mic. There you go. Sorry if there was an echo out there. Hold on, I haven't logged into Instagram. Well, I did, just to message out. Let me see. Let me see that again. Hold on. Pretty sure I got it. Oh yeah, about the cap. About the cap, yeah. Is that for 1/6 or is it a 1/12? I think I've seen this. Let me see. But yeah, you're right. That looks good, man. It does look good. But is it 1/6 or 1/12? Hey, you're always the first, man. Always the first. Elite Toys. No, I have not heard of Elite Toys before. Let me see. I mean, I'm gonna look it up right now. That's. Oops. Okay, so it looks like they do head sculpts. 1/6. Okay. Let me let's take a look at that. Oops. What the? All right. And that is huge. I didn't expect that to be that big. Okay, let's minimize the screen. Okay. This is the one, right? Okay. I mean, it doesn't look bad, I suppose. No, it's $44.99. The price is not bad either. Price is not too bad. They have other works too. Let's see. Okay, this Tony Stark, not bad. Although if you have Hot Toys though, I mean, if you're kit bashing, I suppose this is not bad. But if you have Hot Toys, I'm pretty sure you have like a spare head sculpt of this guy's. Oh, the Thor is not bad at all. Not bad. What's up, Mo? Let's see. Is this who is this supposed to be? Oh, it's supposed to be Thor. Okay, that is not good. I know it's not Elite Toys. It was like I thought it was Sabretooth from Wolverine Origins. Let's see other things in here. What we got? Oh, this is what? Oh, it's just a head sculpt. I was like, has this been released? Hey, Marco Polo, what's going on? Marco Polo, I'm assuming you like NBA. You got a Lakers jersey on. Lanky, I am. A lot of things, mostly just movies. You know, like it just plays around when even basketball. You know, like it just kicks into you, man. Like you're watching something, you get inspired. That's the only way to recreate it, and I recreate it using these figures. That's why I love collecting various figures, because it all depends on my mood. As much as I love, let's say, the Dark Knight, there are days where I just like, I kind of want to shoot Avengers, so it depends. It all depends, like even in sports, if you watch The Last Dance, the documentary, that would inspire you to go out or work out or something like that. That's the good thing about this. It's the cap. Oh, you mean for the why is this fighting with me? Okay. All right, here you go. Let's see. Yeah, I think whoops, that was my phone. I think me and what's his name? Paradox have a time difference here, because he is Eastern time, and I think on one of my posts I got confused with lives with the StreamYard, because it says there like you got to schedule your stream, and I put in 9, and then I guess I thought that was 9 Eastern, but it showed up as 10 o'clock on Eastern time. Is that, would you recreate a new thing? Oh, I do that all the time, man. I always do that. Like sometimes you just like the picture that I like. You're in my Instagram, right, Lanky? So I posted on Instagram this picture of Luke Skywalker, where there's 3 of them. That's kind of like my way of kind of like showing the evolution of Luke Skywalker from the New Hope to, I think that's the Empire Strikes Back. Maybe. See, it's just how much I know about these movies. And then the old Luke Skywalker from, I think that's The Last Jedi. I got that on a trade. That old Luke, the hobo. Is that even the hobo Luke? Not sure. No, yes. No, this is that is The Last Jedi Luke. So yeah, I get like inspiration from those things. And with this new releases, did you guys pre-order anything at all? Anyone here like a Spider-Man fan or something? Let's see. It looks like you guys let me know which time zone you are at. Because last night I didn't even wanted to. Well, that's not I didn't want it. That wasn't my intention. I was just like testing out live stream, just to how to work things out with the StreamYard, and that was a good turnaround. Honestly, that was the best turnout for participation last night, and I thought it was pretty late. It was, I think we ended. I'm at Central Standard Time, and I think we ended at 11:30. I thought that was pretty late, but that was I think at peak there was 19, which is the highest by far that I've gotten viewer wise, and the chat was just that was pretty good. I think when I do stream it around this time, it's not good, because there's other streamers out there that I don't want to compete with them, obviously. That it's dividing audience. I think there's another. When I logged in, one of the people that I subscribe to is streaming as well. Man, I better not see PJ streaming. Hey, what's going on, Caesar? Thank you for joining in. Oh, what am I doing? Oh, okay. Right here. Oh, StreamYard is kind of delayed, huh? Okay. So I'm trying to Hey Marco, where you from? Are you by Los Angeles or like California area? Oh, that was nothing. Maybe I'll give Paradox a buzz. just to wake him up a little bit there. All right. Yeah, Marco, man, love basketball. Love it. Where are you a Bulls and Lakers fan because of the team or is it because of the players? Either way, it's cool. I'm both as well. Two of the best players ever played in both franchises. All of the Bulls are kind of sad right now. Hey, Tarantula, what's going on? Yes, sir. Yeah, this virus is well, there's two things that made that's the good thing that happened to this virus. I learned how to do live stream, and I learned there's other world besides my review table that I'm glad that I'm being able to talk with you guys about this hobby that we're all into. Plus, we all have free time, so that's good. Plus, I don't have anything coming up. I don't know. Like as far as shipping, I've seen people getting their notification for Thanos and some other figures. I haven't gotten any. I mean, at least I'm not spending any money, I suppose. It's just that I don't have any content on my channel outside of live stream. So at least this is getting the channel some traction, I suppose. Batman. All right, Mo, which Batman did you is there any Batman coming? Well, there's a new Batman coming out. I don't know how you guys think about that guy from the vampire movie. I don't know. He might be good for all we know. A lot of people are hating on it in the beginning, but I think they kind of like mellowed down by now. So Spider-Man second. I'm interested to know, Mo, if you are getting all these Spider-Man coming out because there's a lot of them. I don't know if you're a fan of the Spider-Verse. That's I guess that's the new cash cow of Hot Toys since Cap is kind of slowing down a bit now. Oh, you are from the Philippines, Marco. Same here, man. Hey, same here. Actually, the guy, I don't know if you watch him, Marco, Paradox Nerd, is Filipino as well. He was supposed to be here early. So what, right? If you're in the Philippines, that is 9 a.m. there. Man, thank you for watching, sir. Yeah, Paradox and I are supposed to eat balut today. So, yeah, that's not going to happen. I don't think Paradox is up to that, but PJ, let's see. Hey, this guy's, he's active now. All right. He's probably going to join in anytime soon. Let's see. Shipping's a problem. X Plus, that's the name of the company. I wanted to tag that linky on one of my videos, like on the tags on YouTube. Man, X Plus is big, bro. Yeah, I suppose there's a lot of money problems nowadays, not just for us here in, but all over the world. So I guess this is not the first priority of people getting furloughed and losing jobs. I get it. I totally get it. It just man, that is distracting. Are you guys distracted by that TV behind me? I thought I was gonna put something like X-Men there or Marvel, but that is loud. I'm looking at it right now and I was just like, what the? Plus I'm blurred. So I'm gonna step back a little bit here. Let me know if the audio is not as good if I step back. Let's see. Got the first PS4 Iron Spider from any. All right. Hey, same here, Mo. I got the Infinity War Spider-Man, like the Iron Spider. I think that was pretty good figure. I don't know. A lot of people, yeah, the material that they use, it's not meant for posing intensely, and I totally get that. You're not supposed to, at least. You can pose it in short bursts, but I feel like if you leave it in a dynamic pose for too long, then that's where the problem starts. And anyone who collects Hot Toys for a while would know that. And then I got the first. You're right. The advanced. I think it's called the Advanced Suit Spider-Man. I think it's called the Advanced Suit Spider-Man. That was good for posing. That is beautiful for posing. The material that they use, I think it's like rubber, but it's a little bit stretchy. So that is that's good as well. So, but other ones like the I don't know. I just want to get some other people's thoughts on the Spider-Man, like this Gwen. Is it called Spider-Gwen? Or yeah, Spider-Gwen, and then that line of Miles Morales. I watched the movie. It's cool. It's cool. I just feel like transitioning to the figure, it's a bit overpriced. I just felt like it was overpriced. Oh yeah, thanks, Lanky. Market. Thanks for waking up early, man. What's up, Danny? I'm waiting for our guy, PJ. I've been talking about him since last night, and now I messaged him on Instagram, sent him the link. There was a confusion with us earlier about 9 Central Time, 10 Central Time. That was my mistake though, because when I was setting this up on not Instagram, StreamYard, I put in 9, thinking that the default for StreamYard was Eastern Standard Time. I didn't know it was my time, so I put in 9, which is 10 o'clock on his end. So that might be the confusion right there. But let me know, Danny. Is he? I've seen some live stream with PJ, and it seems like he's always late. But in his defense, I was late last time on the stream that we had. Even though I logged in early, that I'm always having problems with my mic or my camera. I kind of sorted it out now, so at least that's taken care of. But I was late too, so I'm not even gonna knock him off for this one. All right, so let's look at some. I can't wait to talk to this guy too, because I'm looking at Sideshow. For whatever reason, they sent me a new coupon code, and I don't know what to spend it on. I don't shop at Sideshow anymore. The only reason I do that is because I got some, sometimes they got this contest that you get some points, that you get some codes and whatnot. So the thing with Sideshow, the reason why I don't go there as much is that their selection is mostly just Hot Toys and them. Unlike Big Bad, they have Enter Bay, which I love NBA figures like Marco here. They got sports, I got Storm collectibles. They got different brands compared to Sideshow, which is basically just Sideshow, and that's it. So they sent me a coupon. I just don't know where to spend it on. I was gonna ask him. I don't know if you guys have that Emperor Palpatine. He looks good and he's free shipping, because the shipping in Sideshow is ridiculous. So I kind of want to go somewhere where it's free shipping. But let me see. Let's see that figure. I was gonna show PJ Death Trooper as well, but We'll see him out here. Okay, let's see. Show this. Oh, it's Boba. Never mind. All right. What do you guys think about this Boba? I have the other Boba, and I'm not even sure if it's. I mean, the packaging looks great though. But yeah, I'm not even sure if this is worth picking a double dipping though. I mean, look at this guy. I mean, it looks. I have the nice base for the first one, the first Boba release. Man, Hot Toys kind of tricked me on getting the first releases of these waves because I thought that was the only one. I should have known better. I should have known better, but I'm regretting it now. I got the first Boba wasn't too bad. The first Vader was pretty bad. This guy. No, it's not for double dipping. It is not. The Vader, though, I'm a bit tempted to get that Vader. I tell you that. Let's see. Oh, you ordered Palpatine? See, I kind of wanted Danny. I'm afraid though that if I get him, I don't know if you had the figure Mandarin. Mandarin, I had that before. It was a nice looking figure, but I think his throne kind of hindered him because you're kind of just forced to have him sit down all the time. So I feel like with the Emperor, that's what's going to happen if I get him. I'm going to display. I like the villains of Star Wars, although I don't. I'm probably an idiot when it comes to Star Wars, but their design is good. Their villains look just mean, man. Like outside of Emperor, he's an old fart, but he's powerful though. But I just imagine him displaying him. I'm not gonna get the Royal Guards. I'm not gonna get 2 red plastic ones for $400 each, but I'm gonna get like in my mind, I'm gonna get like like Vader on and maybe Kylo Ren on both sides. I don't know, but that is kind of like how I envision to display them. But I don't know. It's $314 plus tax. We're looking at almost like $340 here because it's Illinois tax. It's just ridiculous. So Tarantula, I can't justify getting the new Boba. I know, man. I don't know if it's even gonna get views though. If I want to grow my channel, sometimes I gotta take risk, and it looks like he's one of those figures. Anytime that I review Star Wars, it's always a hit as far as view wise is concerned. But the question is how easy I can unload this, because I'm not gonna, if I buy this or the other Vader, I gotta unload one. I can't have 2 Boba, and just the packaging looks great though. It looks like it's one of those collectibles that you just buy and you don't open. I feel like even that Vader, because it has that old school packaging, it looks, to me it looks good. Lanky, that is easy. I love alerts. So for those who are not a Lord of the Rings fanatic like myself, Lurtz is the one who killed Boromir. Man, his look was badass. So I love him. If I had a choice for the villains, I would love him. I would love Lurtz to be made. Azog from The Hobbit. I think he came out first on the 5 armies. He's always in the 5 armies, or I think the Hobbit movies. Sauron. Man, look at that armor. If they do that with the die-cast armor, that would look good. Maybe those are my top 3. And maybe there's some other else that I don't remember the name. But on top of my head, Lurtz would be number 1. I know, Danny. That's what I'm talking about. Vintage Kenner colors. That and the Vader. Man, I still can't believe I messed up my Vader belt. And that's bugging me up to this point. It's been 4 years. I know, Danny. The Mandarin is underrated in terms of, like the costume too, like the patterns on his on his robe and everything. That looks great, man. I mean, I wouldn't say underrated. I would say just fairly rated. I think he was fairly unfairly treated because Iron Man 3 was, I wouldn't even call it a horrible movie. It wasn't very good. Okay. There are moments that I enjoyed, but the plot, the villain, that's, I guess, the weak spot of Marvel is the villains, because outside of Thanos and Killmonger was great, by the way. Villains are pretty crappy. With Thor, it's always Loki or Hela. With DC, at least they got some. With Batman himself, his villains are more prominent than some other characters. Kids' toys. Well, I guess that's the point. Like, this is, I guess, Mo, it's a throwback to the Kenner. So I guess if you are displaying this, it's not good as far as like having him stand right next to your other realistic figures. Let's say Darth Vader or whatever. But if you're gonna keep him in the packaging, but at the same time, do you guys do that, by the way? Just keep it packaged, your figures. I mean, I feel like it's you can do whatever you want with your figure. If you can afford buying a almost a $300 figure, keep it in a box for years, more power to you. But there's a risk in there too, because Hot Toys quality control is pretty bad, that you don't know if you don't open it. Maybe the lights don't light up, for example, for an Iron Man, or there's a risk. So I never have done that, but I can see other people doing that, and hey, to each his own, right? Mo, too much money. Absolutely, man. This is what's preventing me, I guess, from reviewing more figures than I should. It's because they cost too much. And my rule too is that, like, one in, one out. That doesn't always happen, obviously, but I try to that's why sometimes I sell figures way undervalue, because because of that rule that I have. Plus space, man. Space is just a premium for collectors. That's true. That's true. Vader is pretty much the same figure as the one they released. It's sold out now, but different paint job. That's true. Then he's passing on Vader. Like I said, the only reason I even thought of getting the Vader is because my Vader is the New Hope Vader. And it has a broken. It's the OCD. I think there's an OCD in every collector. I mean, y'all gotta admit that it has in you sometimes too. Some little things that just bugs you. Marco, that is my if they make Manny Pacquiao, I'm of course we're a little biased, you and me, and probably PJ too. But putting that aside, I think he's made enough mark on not only boxing world but in pop culture that he figure that you can make an argument that you can make a figure of him. There's other things that we're just being biased because of being Filipino, but I think Manny has made a mark that it's not only us that knows him, but I think majority of people, at least who watches boxing or sports in general, already knows him, that he deserves, and I think it would sell well. I honestly think it would sell well. I don't know if Enterbay is going to do it or Storm Collectibles. Somebody should. If I had to pick, I wish it was Enterbay, but maybe Storm would be, if they ever do. I don't think so, honestly. I know, Mo. Like, I thought recently that the new 180 was 234. I thought the 234.99 was the standard Hot Toys price now. But with this Spider Gwen announcement, she is 254, and I was like, what the? And in all, I mean, let's pull up Spider Gwen. I don't think she comes with a lot, and she's a smaller figure as well. It's like, than a normal standard figure. The head sculpt it's great for an animation, but 254, I was expecting like 234, like or less, but let me know on the chat what would be your breaking point? Like if a typical Hot Toys figure would cost, you know what? I started with the figures being at 180. Now they're all their way to 254. So I don't know what would be my tipping point, honestly, like or being really selective, because I'm still in a point where I'm kind of selective now, but I'm still buying the secondary characters, meaning like the Lokis or the Killmonger. I'm always thinking on my head, I'm just gonna buy the main guy for every movie, because that's how just my collection is. Let's say Black Panther the movie, I'm just gonna get Black Panther. If I already have Black Panther, then but I'm not gonna buy the Groots and the Rockets of the world. But who knows what's gonna be the tipping point here now? But let me know on the chat. I know, Danny, it was pretty disappointing. I mean, we got 2 repaints basically. Oh, not Vader's not even a repaint, repackaged. So it's May 4th. You would think that that's the perfect opportunity to at least to capitalize on these things, but maybe next year. What's going on? Thank you for joining us, K Techless. I still don't know how to pronounce that, so my bad if I'm butchering that. What are your next figures going in and one's going out? Okay, going in, I got a lot of pre-orders, but realistically, because on my pre-orders, that's a good thing. I don't know if where do you guys buy your figures, but on Big Bad Toy Store, it all depends on your pre-orders. There are pre-orders where you don't need to put an NRD. There are ones that you need to put an NRD on. The ones that I have, the ones who doesn't have NRD, which I can cancel anytime. I hope they don't like ding me for that. I pre-ordered like Ant-Man and but they're not important to me. Like if I don't get them, whatever. But the ones that I'm really expecting is Thanos, not the battle damage version. I know they've been shipping out for a while now. It just Justice League Superman. I kind of want to see the guy from Game of Thrones, Jon Snow from 3-0. But so far, those are the only ones that I am kind of like expecting realistically here. I'm not sure. I know there people are receiving shipping notification for Captain Marvel, but I don't know if I'm going to keep that after the Captain Marvel Endgame announcement. So that's that. That's the good news about Big Bad is if you pre-ordered Captain Marvel, like I did, I can just cancel that anytime. So I agree, Mo. I love boxing, but we don't know. Like the thing with boxing is I think they're just going for the mainstream. But I think Pacquiao and Mayweather are mainstream now. I know with Mayweather, probably there's like zero chance that he's going to be made as a figure because his likeness. I mean, you can't even put him in a video game, for crying out loud. I know he's asking too much for it, but Pacquiao, for example, who else is if I can think of? So Tyson obviously is a given. His popularity is just boomed in the 90s. Muhammad Ali, Sugar Ray Robinson, but his audience is a lot older though. Sugar Ray Robinson, and those audience, I highly doubt that they're gonna buy figures. So in terms of business wise, I get it, but Pacquiao, his fans are still like my age or younger, and is still active boxing wise, so that would be good. Or MMA, like Conor McGregor, do a Fison body, put a lot of tattoos, 2 head sculpt, one screaming and one kind of like intense look. I think that would sell too, with the popularity of UFC nowadays. Casual fans say they don't like Godzilla. He's a guy in a suit. Godzilla is a guy in a suit. Oh, you're talking about like the movie or the TV show? True. Hey, they're both guys in suits, so I guess whatever you like, like I like Godzilla. I hope Star Ace makes them. Let's see. 300 is your max. So Mo, so if they release regular figure, not diecast. And diecast, imagine diecast back then. The first Mark 42 was, I believe, 309. And I thought that was so expensive. And it was diecast. That was the first diecast ever released. No, it was War Machine Mark II was the first diecast release before Mark 42. but I was just like, oh, here comes PJ. Hold on. Let's see. He's probably caught up in something, man. Oh, wait a second. How come I can't read his messages? Okay. All right, he's ready. Let me just send him the invite, guys. Oh, here he is.
Hey, I thought we were going. We're going at 10. Oh, my bad, man. I'm sorry.
Oh no, that's all right.
I thought we were going at 10 o'clock.
I know. That was my fault.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm sorry.
That's all right. I thought on StreamYard, I thought it was like I put in 9. I thought it was like standard Eastern Standard Time, but that's cool, man.
Yeah, no, it said on the thing, I thought I said like, okay, we'll stick with 9 p.m. your time or 10 p.m. Sorry, I misunderstood.
I've been practicing last night, man, because I was just like, hey, man, I'm gonna get PJ here. He's like the master of like share screen or something.
Oh, okay, yeah, it's pretty easy.
Yeah, I still got the logo and all that stuff right there. I guess you gotta pay monthly though, right?
Yeah, you gotta pay monthly to have like the extra stuff, but I use the other features to kind of like do the podcast that I do, the Sithcast. So I use that, and then I record. I download the audio, and then I upload it to like the podcast stuff, the podcast platforms and stuff.
Oh, cool! Yeah, I gotta take a look at that podcast too. By the way, guys, this is Paradox Nerd.
What's going on, everyone? It's your boy. So, thanks for having me, Optical. And I'm so sorry, man. I got the times wrong. So, because it's like when we discussed this, we were like 9 p.m. and then I saw on the live stream that it said 10 p.m. So I was like, okay, so it's 10 p.m.
No, that's cool, man. Like, and also, guys, check out his channel. He just posted Punisher today, right?
The Punisher War Machine.
Dude, that looks nice. And guys, check out his channel because that Punisher video is crisp. Man,
thanks, man.
That is crispy. That is like 4K crispy right there, man.
Oh, thanks, man. I mean, I really don't have a personality, so I try to make up for it with some like video quality,
Dude, that is nice. So yeah, check out his channel and also his podcast because dude, I told you I'm not even a huge Star Wars fan, but I always watch your stream on Tuesdays and the Rogue Sith one, and now I'm like, I got a Star Wars t-shirt, and I'm like, I was gonna message you like what the next figure would be. So
yeah. Well, obviously, I think it speaks in my channel that I'm a huge Star Wars fan. Originally, when I first started a channel, I was just kind of like just doing mostly Star Wars figures and statue reviews, and then I started venturing out a little bit, like to like Marvel, like, and so I don't know if I did. I think I did a couple DC like product reviews. So, but yeah, I mean. I love a lot of stuff. I love a lot of IPs, but mostly my number one IP that I love the most is Star Wars. So yeah, but yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I eat up anything Star Wars from here on out.
That's why I was like, I know you were kind of looking into the Punisher War Machine, and because I know I've heard from your streams that you're gonna focus on Star Wars.
Yeah.
So is this just like a one-off, or are you still like?
So with that one, basically, I don't know. I just kept on, every time I look at it, I was like drawn in, like wanting it more, right? So basically, after doing like one live stream with my friend Mac, after we did that live stream, like I was just kind of like souped up for that figure, and I think. some viewers wanted me to pick it up to review. So I was like, you know what, F it, I'm gonna pick it up. So I'm glad I did, because that thing is a beast. It is an absolute beast, man. It's Punisher and War Machine combined. What more do you want? Like, you're giving Punisher like the ultimate weapon besides like a nuclear weapon, like, like a nuclear warhead or something. You know what I'm saying? You're giving him War Machine. Like, it's like the perfect fit. So yeah, definitely recommend it to anybody like who is a Punisher or War Machine fan. Hopefully we get to see that character in the MCU at some point. So
is that a keeper though, or is it like Captain Marvel?
No, yeah. Captain Marvel, I wasn't planning to keep her just because. Well, I kept her for a while, and I was planning to keep her because I like that figure. But at some point, like, I was like, well, I don't know, Infinity War. I don't want to get into like the line. It's just like you get into one thing and you want to complete the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? You just can't get one Avenger. You got to get all the Avengers.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, well, I gotta sell her. At least with Punisher War Machine, you could just display that figure by itself. You could have it in the corner somewhere, and it would display so well. It doesn't need to be part of a line. Doesn't need to be with the Avengers. Doesn't need to be, you know what I'm saying? Doesn't need to be Star Wars. It just could be by itself. He
just looks badass by himself. He doesn't need any teammates or nothing.
No, nothing. Yeah, it's perfect because Punisher has always been the loner, so he doesn't really team up with anybody. So yeah,
dude, and he's not bad, right? It's like $392 compared to, let's say, Mark 50, who was like $430 or something.
Yeah, it was $390, which is pretty cool. It's pretty decently priced, especially it's got a nice little like weight to it. So yeah, definitely recommend it, man. If you're looking to pick it up, pick it up. You won't be disappointed.
Did you get it from Toys Wonderland?
Yeah, I ended up picking it up from Toys Wonderland because I hit up my boy Day One, and unfortunately my boy Day One, like, he's not like Toys Wonderland when they get like abundant of like stock. Yeah. He's got like, when he sells it, he's got like 4 or 5 figures. If you don't sell them right away, he's gonna sell them out. So yeah. And I've been kind of promoting him a little bit, so he's been getting a lot more customers come through his way. So, when he first started like reselling a lot of these Hot Toys from Hong Kong, he was like the best priced, man. Like you're talking about like almost retail with him.
On Day One or
Day One collectibles? Day One, okay. Yeah. Like whenever he priced the figure for you, it's like, wow, dude, like. Plus shipping, it's almost comparable to Sideshow.
Nice.
But now he's getting a little bit more, traction, a little bit more popular. He sells out of the figure pretty quickly, which is great for him. But Toys Wonderland is one of those things, like, if you need like a last minute thing, you could go to them and, purchase it from their site. For me, like, my suggestion is that, like, if you guys want to pick up these figures right away and you don't want to wait through Sideshow or something, definitely recommend you try to get the second batch or pre-order it from the get-go. Like, if you're getting, like, say, like the Mandalorian, right? Like, I want that Day One. Go to like Toys Wonderland or Day One Collectibles, give them a deposit. It'll be a lot cheaper than buying it when it first comes out. Because when it first comes out,
yeah. Is there a big difference though? Like with your Punisher, like if you buy it from Sideshow, you don't need to tell me the exact price, but
it's the same, man. That's the same. Yeah, it's the same. You're just getting it a little bit earlier because now, like, Sideshow's charging tax and shipping.
Yeah.
So all that together is going to run you about the same if you were to purchase it from Toys Wonderland. But like I said, like, my suggestion is not to buy them right away. Try to get the second batch. Because second batch is going to be the same price as Sideshow. If you try to get the first batch, you try to be like, have like that FOMO attitude, then you are going to pay
you are going down.
Yeah, and especially with Iron Man figures, right? So Iron Man figures, dude, no matter what kind of Iron Man it is, as soon as you release that figure, it is going to run you about 600 or 700 if you want it right away. Just because
Damn.
Iron Man is like the most popular thing over there. That's their like holy grail or something,
Right.
you know? So yeah, stuff like Avengers, Marvel, all that stuff, they're all pretty expensive when it first releases. But if you wait second batch, you know, you should be paying pretty close to a Sideshow. You know.
Speaking of which, man, Marco is asking. Marco's actually in the Philippines. It's like what 9:45 right now in the Philippines. So
yeah,
he woke up pretty early just to see us eat balut. But
nice man.
I told him that's not gonna happen. But he's are you getting Mud Trooper? You are getting Mud Trooper for sure, right? Like,
yeah, I have the Mud Trooper already. I just haven't got a chance to review him.
oh, you got him.
Yeah, I got him like 2 days ago.
Oh, come on. I was hoping you'd beat Justin to the punch here.
Oh yeah, but see the thing is like, I mean, good for Justin. Like he gets him pretty early, and let me tell you, I could try to beat him to the punch, but then I feel like my quality of my reviews would go down. You know, like I'm not trying to race someone, and plus Justin's like in a whole different league than I am. Like I only have what 3K, almost 3K subs. He's got like 60K subs, so I'm sure I'm not trying to compete with him or anything. I'm just kind of like, you know, when I do my reviews, I try to do the best I can to give the viewers like great quality content and video. And like I said before, like my personality probably sucks, so that's why I gotta make up for it somewhere. So I think the quality of the video, I try to really concentrate on that. And, you know, like I feel like I would probably have more subs if I just pump out these videos, but I'm not like that, man. Like, I just feel like I'm just putting out quantity just to put out something, you know?
Yeah.
Like for me, it's like when I work on something and I put it out, okay, so what? It gets like 100 views or 200 or 300. Dude, like I'd rather it be like a good video rather than just doing something like, hey guys, this is a cool figure. All right, buy it. All right, see ya. You know, like yeah.
Right.
But I have fun with these, man. Like, you know, one thing about YouTube is that you know, people don't realize is that like, oh, YouTubers like, oh yeah, you guys are gonna make so much money. No, it's not really that way. It's become more of like I guess like a hobby, you know, rather than trying to make this as a living, which there's always like a misconception about.
It'd be nice, right?
It'd be nice, trust me. But unfortunately, for me to do something like that, I would have to be like a makeup tutorial reviewer or YouTuber, right? They make a lot of money. Tech reviews, car reviews, you know, video game.
Yeah.
And I think for me, it's like those things. It's like the boat has sailed. But you know, for me, I'm just having fun, man. I'm making friends. I know a lot of them are on the chat right now. I know you, and you know, it's just all about having fun, man. And if something comes along the way where I don't know, someone's like, "Hey, review this figure," great, like that'd be awesome. You know, that's a definite plus. But in the most part, I'm just trying to enjoy this ride and you know, just chill. You know, that's why I don't know. For me, like I know some people are like, oh, you got the Mud Trooper in. That's crazy. You got it first. Like, go review it. But then I'm rushing.
Yeah. True.
Then I'm rushing just to put that video out. And like, am I really giving you like an honest opinion about that figure? Like for me, I like to like when I review. I don't know about you, Optical, but when I get out my figure, I try to play around with it a lot and try to analyze it and try to put it out there. Also, I don't know. I have ADD or ADHD, and I can't like. I hate like making like a long video. I try to like go straight to the point. You know what I'm saying? So when I make a review, I'm like, all right, dudes, like this is a cool thing. You can bend the arms. Look out for this, look out for that, and then I'll give you my thoughts at the end. I think that is kind of the one thing that's unique about my reviews is that I try to go straight to the point as opposed to I've seen some reviewers, man, where they spend like 30-40 minutes on a figure I
Yeah.
can't even talk that long, dude.
Ooh, man. I don't know if they're you know what kills me is one shot, one consistent shot,
Mhm.
like 20 minutes straight. That I was just like, dude, have you heard of this thing called cut? You can cut it. It's nothing's happening.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like that's why I'm like, damn, how do you talk for that long about a figure,
Ooh,
man? Like usually if I see like a 30-minute video, I don't know about you, man. I try to fast forward that crap. Like I'm like,
yeah,
okay, like where's the point? What's he trying to make? Like, where's the articulation?
right.
And that's why I'm like, I don't know. Like, I try to go straight to the point. And I
That's
think,
good though.
you do too, man. Like I see you, I watch all your reviews. I especially love your basketball, like your Etabe
Yeah.
figure reviews, man. Cause man, you know your stuff.
I try to I try to have a pattern, and it's
Mhm,
like I like shooting it now is it's the process, right? Like the process of like editing.
mhm.
I even have this thing where if I get that, that's why I can never compete with Justin. Like if I get a figure, I would watch the movie about the figure
Mm.
so I can get in the mood and then shoot it, and then I'll do a voiceover because
Yeah.
half the time, like even the things that I love, for example, Lord of the Rings, I love Lord of the Rings. I have no idea what to call that sword that they have, so I got to watch the movie. And then after watching the movie, I still don't know what the sword is called, but at least I know the scene where he used it was. But and I love the thing. Imagine the things that I don't love, like like.
Yeah.
And I was just like, all right, I'm gonna watch this first. That's why I don't know, but I'm sure some people like approaches you. Justin became this, and I don't know the guy. I have nothing against the guy. I think he does his hustle,
Mhm.
but like guys like us, it's kind of like I guess up and coming, so to speak, or I don't know, like the one
Yeah.
that's trailing behind. You'll be like, dude, like they want us to go be in that level. They were like, dude, you should do this, you should do that, and I was just kind of be like, there's no way I'm gonna chase that guy. Like I'm not willing to spend thousands of dollars, nor
Yeah.
put out
Yeah.
videos.
I mean, good for him, man. Like that
Yeah,
I mean, I'm not. I don't know the guy. I don't hate the guy. I like his. I like his reviews. But at the same time, is that like if I were to buy that many figures and you know review them and keep all of them
ooh,
because I seen them. I see his collection. He's
it's
kept all of
there.
them. It's
Yeah,
there. I would probably be divorced, man, because those things that I'm telling you, man. Though
yeah.
you think about it, like you're talking about like a $300-$400 figure a pop,
A pop. He
and
probably does
especially
it like 4 times, no more than 6 times a month.
yeah, he pumps out those videos like crazy. But hey, good for him, man. Like
Yeah,
I'm happy for him, but I just can't do that, man. I got a family. Like I
I
got to
know.
spend time with my kids and but yeah, good for him. Like, like for me, like I watch his reviews on the figures that I don't pick up, just to get an
Yeah,
idea. But like for me, like I'm trying to come up with my own niche. Like, like I love
yeah.
hot toys, but I can't be just like a hot toy strictly like channel.
Mhm.
So I think that's Justin's niche is that he's like a 1/6 guy. Like he gets
Yeah.
everything 1/6. Well, I would say 98% of the time. But for me, I like a lot of stuff like statues and I love like figures. I like talking about figures. I love talking about statues. I love talking about pop culture. So that's why I'm saying like I'm just trying to have fun. And before when I first started, I was trying to like impress some people, right? Like I want people to watch my channel, watch my videos, but then I'm like, wait a minute, it's not becoming fun anymore. So at this point, I'm just having fun.
And I
Talking to
know,
you, man.
yeah, dude. I know you mentioned you do a lot of things. You might want to take this because I don't have any prints from Red
Mm,
Wolf.
yeah.
Do you buy frames or something?
Yeah, I buy them from Michael's. Also, Hobby Lobby has um, pretty good frames there. So if you go to any one of them, uh, I'm pretty sure you could get a pretty good price for those frames. It's just that like it gets kind of like overwhelming once they like start hitting you with options, and you're like, uh,
Yeah.
and it all adds up if you start like adding like the best of the best frames. Materials for your frames. So yeah, definitely check out Michael's. I know they have a lot of coupons, and check out Hobby Lobby. I believe they have some really cool frames there. So,
Cool. All
um,
right. Danny said you got the best visual, man.
Oh, see, thanks, Danny. I'll promise to give you that $20. I promise you. Yeah, man. Like for me, it's like with the like I said, like my personality, it's not like I don't know, it's not all that. So I try to make up for it in the visuals. Oh, Mo Meister, thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Lenky has a question for you too. So you're pretty popular around here.
Oh, really? Luckily, what else do you like besides Star Wars? Like anime, martial arts, art, anything? Yeah, man. I'm a big, huge Bruce Lee fan. I love martial arts, IP, man. I mean, we're Filipino, man, so we watch when I used to visit the Philippines, right? Like back in the 80s and 90s and even early 2000s, like every time I go there, like they'll be putting on like some martial arts like movies, especially during the afternoon. Sometimes because when I go to the Philippines, I'll stay there for like a month. And I remember like the first time I went back, it was like in 1988. And I remember like there'll be like some martial arts movie playing during the middle of the like during the afternoon, right?
Yeah.
Right. And then you watch it and then you get into like martial arts. But Bruce Lee, Enter the Dragon, obviously, a whole bunch. Jet Li, some of his old movies. What else did I like? Anime, I love One Punch Man. One Punch Man is one of my favorite anime characters. Not too much anime, but I dabble in it a little bit,
Cool. Mo has a question for you too. We were talking about this earlier. So when it's gonna be like your tipping point as far as hot toys?
How far are you willing to go with these hot toys prices? Yeah, $400, man. I am paying more than $400 for a hot toy.
Like I guess we're talking about like regular MMS, not diecast. So if
regular MMS 300. That's it. I can't. If it's like $300, it has to be like you have to be getting everything, man. Like I'm talking about like a whole bunch of accessories. I think Mandalorian is like under 300 and you get a whole bunch, right?
Yeah.
I forgot, but yeah, 300. If you go more than that, then you're getting into like statue, price territory.
Marius, you're that's only PJ, man. He got the statue.
I wish, man. One the thing about this hobby, especially with hot toys and statues, is that like as you collect more things, you realize that like the things that you've collected, you like them, but you don't love them. So what end up happening is that you end up using your collection to fund your collection.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I say like before I had like some DC characters, like I had the Batfleck, right? Because I thought Ben Affleck was an awesome Batman. But at some point, like, after the downfall of the DCEU, right? Because it just became like a huge mess after Justice League. I was like, well, I don't really want to collect, anything from DC at least from this line anymore. So then you sell those characters and those figures, and then you use that money to fund, future.
Yeah,
IP.
I do the same thing.
A lot of us do it.
And Robert has a suggestion for both of us. I don't know if it's for me or for you. If you wear a bear costume.
Oh, he wants us to be like furries. I don't want to say. I don't want to show anybody
somebody
down.
like that. Somebody who does that.
No, I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah. But you know what though? Like I was thinking, like, all right, so there's this YouTuber I follow, and he's got like 100,000 subs. I don't know if you know him, Toy Zone D or something.
Yeah.
Dude, like he doesn't say anything. He just shoots and edits, and that's it. And like he just puts out the video with some good music, and boom, like he's got like 100,000 subs.
He probably started in 2006, where he already has the subs. And
you think so? I don't know.
Dude, there's this guy who's unboxing things who does not talk. I forgot his name. He has white gloves on.
Yeah.
And he has 4 million subscribers. It doesn't talk anything. Like it's so quiet that he just
yeah, dude. I think it's the best thing is like not to talk or say anything. Oh, 5 years ago he started, and now he's got 255,000 subs, man.
Jesus. I started like 7 years ago, maybe 8.
Really? I just started like about 3 years ago.
But I
So,
was like doing like one upload I wasn't like really serious back in 2012. I just want to shoot them and I think I became like regular around 2015. By regular, I mean like once a month.
oh,
You know?
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. At first, like I would say the first 6 months or first 8 months of me doing the YouTube thing was just like whatever, like, I pump a video out. But then I got pretty serious, I would say probably like middle of my second year. And then that's when I started like, all right, I like doing this. This is fun. Let me invest in some, some cameras and, use that to shoot this video. Because one thing about me, I'm an audio file and a video file, man.
Ooh, nice.
Like,
what do you use? What's your camera?
I use the Sony. Yeah.
A7?
I'm sorry.
A7 or
No, I'm the mirrorless A63.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But yeah, so like for me, I'm like an audio file and video file, right? Like I've always been. I did a freaking research paper on HD Blu Ray or HD DVD versus Blu Ray and the quality of stuff. So yeah, I did that for one of my marketing classes when I was in
nice.
I started off in business, but yeah, like so like I'm a big huge audiophile and videophile. So and that's one thing that I have is one of my pet peeves is that like if I watch a video, like you have to have like pretty decent quality sound or even like a pretty decent quality video. Because it's one thing is like you hear like the audio quality is not that great or the video quality is not that good, then you like get kind of turned off by it. That's why I was drawn to your YouTube when I first started collecting like 1/6 figures. I was like, oh wow, who's this guy? I was like, oh cool, I love his camera work, right?
Do you that's what I
and your sound, dude, and your sound. You invest in your sound. It pops really nice. So that's why I was like, oh, I'm subbing to this guy.
I have a friend who does this, and I have a few friends, and I've been telling them, it's like, you can afford a $300 figure. Why are you shooting on your phone?
Yeah.
Like, why?
Yeah, it's like, I mean, now phones are like $1,000, but still the quality of a phone compared to a quality of like a real like mirrorless or even like
okay is
full frame, and that's like oh man, once I got into doing that kind of stuff, dude, it was like a whole different world. Because man, you just become like this one man army, right? Like you have to make sure your audio is good, video's good, edit it, and even like just be the actor.
Dude, did you buy like any more? As I got crazy. Well, this is I love doing this, like the sliders. And I keep on telling my friends who kind of shoots this for fun, and I told them, it's like, once you're done collecting, the camera is still a camera. You can use it for your family.
Yeah. Oh, that's what I do.
Yeah,
that's what I do, man. Like I use it for like, whenever we go on vacation or something. I want to invest in a drone. Like, what do you think, people in the chat? What happens if I take up another notch and do Hot Toys reviews using a drone? How sick would that be?
Your drone would be. I have a drone because I use the Mavic Air, and the propellers are it's wild. I don't know how you're gonna do it, so that would be interesting. You can fly the drone over the figure, I suppose. But
yeah, I'll be like up and down shots, left or right. I don't know. Yeah. I'm just saying.
I don't know if you've seen my most recent.
I'm just making it.
But I do a green screen now. Just I've been diving into like green screen. So I put a green screen on and I put elements in the back, like it's snowing, it's raining. I put elements on the toy itself. So I don't know how it looks like. It might look stupid, but something new.
Yeah, but you know what though? It's all about kind of like I I don't know, trying different things, man. Like, yeah, that's how you get better. Like, that's the same with me. It took me a while to get used to shooting on a mirrorless camera. You know, like, because
Yeah.
there's so many things you have to factor in, like ISO, your freaking aperture, you know, like shutter speed and all those things, man. And it's just like you're like, oh. And then once you're done learning all that stuff, then you're like, oh, audio.
And then
And
you
like,
get 54 views.
you're like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And then after audio, you're like, oh shoot, lighting.
Yeah. And then you finally, it's like, I'm so proud of this. You get like 70 views.
Yeah. It's like, yes. And then,
Right.
but you know
Let
what though? It's
Yeah.
all about, I'm telling you, man, it really is all about just interacting with the viewers and
It's the
subscribers.
journey, man. It's the journey.
It's a journey. Like, you know, like I said, like a lot of the people here on the chat, like Mario Cortez, Robertjustafan, Danny Lee, you know, I'm glad that I was able to meet them, and you know, now we're friends. And same with you, man. It's an awesome thing. Caesar M, you know.
Yep.
So all those, it makes, you know, like when you hear or see people put like nice positive comments, it means a lot, man.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, I'm sure you feel the same way, because YouTube is not giving us anything. We're getting paid minimum wage. We're actually way below minimum wage, right?
Yep.
When you put out like a video, like you'll get like maybe $1 after like 1,000 views.
1,000 views.
Maybe.
And I just dove into analytics like this month. I've been just posting videos, whatever. I'm not even putting tags, you know, just uploading it there. Yeah, I'm putting like tags, well, whatever. But I noticed that like our niche, which is the toy, whatever, like high-end collectibles, is like $3 or $4 per 1,000 views, compared to, because I have like the monitors and what the electronics are more like $6 to $10 per 1,000 views. So we're in the low end. We're in the low end.
Wow.
And if your thumbnail is Joker, because I have a Joker who has like a lot of views, it's like $2 per 1,000 views. So it was it all depends. I just, you know, like I was bored. So but let me take this real quick for a post. Like a lot of people are having trouble with Enter Bay, the shoes. So you like put the thing on. It's not like Hot Toys where you straight up, you just kind of bend it over and slide it inside. That's how you do with post. All right, so let's.
Wait, Uncle Clipper. Wait, can you go
back?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I remember Uncle Clipper. Actually, shout out to Uncle Clipper. He actually commented in one of my videos, and he gave me a nice little comment there, man. He gave me some props. Clipper King, that was his name.
Yeah, Clipper King. Yeah, I used to interact with him, you know, back in the day. He stopped. I think he stopped.
Yeah, he stopped. It's tough, man. It's tough.
Yeah.
You know, like it's tough to kind of maintain a channel at a consistency, you know, with consistency, man. And I think that's one thing that's probably lacking in my channel. If I tell you, if I post like every other day, I'm pretty sure I'll have a little bit more subs. But then again, quality over quantity is in my opinion.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, man. Thanks, Danny. I really appreciate it. Even though it gets shut down, but thank you. Do you collect anime figures? Not really. I tried, like I said, I'm trying to limit like the amount of stuff that I collect. I would though. I would definitely get into like Dragon Ball Z. What else? Naruto. I definitely would like to get it. You know, if I were to collect, I would definitely get Naruto.
And Cletus is here. I first I didn't recognize the half.
First of all, yeah, you know what, Cletus? I hate you. I seriously freaking hate you. First of all, I was like, who the hell is this half gladiator, half geek? Right? And I was like, did I sub to somebody half gladiator, half geek? And then I'm like, I clicked on his recent video, which was when he got into, I guess, a tussle with some, you know, store manager in a toy store.
Yeah.
So I was like, shoot, man, that's freaking Cletus. What the hell? But shout out to Cletus. Cletus is like one of the nicest people, man. I mean, he is. You don't want to mess with him because he's a boxer. But
yeah,
you know, I met him in person in New York Comic Con. One of the nicest, genuine guy you'll ever meet. And I'm so see. You know, stuff like this, man, like when you do the YouTube channel and you meet people like Cletus, it makes it all worthwhile, man.
Yep. And I'm glad, like when. Oh, by the way, to answer Cletus, I'm waiting for you and Zachary to buy that so I can figure out if I'm going to buy it or not. I was waiting for you guys, but I don't, most likely not. Me and I were talking about this Magic Johnson figure on Instagram, and I was like, it's the same price as Enterbay, yet we don't know the company. It's like, why?
I was gonna say is, man, like I've been, following Cleese, man. He's getting into those basketball figures, and I know he's been watching your channel a lot because I'm telling you, man, you make really good quality like reviews, and definitely even, you do really good basketball figure reviews.
Thanks. Yeah, like I don't know. I like you said, like with the drone, I'm trying to do something now with the green screen. I'm still trying to figure out, like I would do, like somebody said something here with the Nobi, like a 360. I'm gonna come up with something stupid probably. I got a lot of time in my hands.
Dude, how awesome would it be if you do green screen and do like a basketball review, but it'll be like almost like you're in courtside, right? Like you put the green screen at just courtside, like and then you have like I don't know, Michael Jordan like doing a pose or something. That'd be sick. Do you have? I forgot. Do you have like the basketball?
The hoop? Yeah.
You did, right? Yeah, I think I saw you do a review on it.
Not the Enter Big, because that's like $300, but like,
you need to. What's the difference between the Enter Bay and the one you have?
That has shot clock. Mine does not. That's it,
dude. Get that freaking Enter Bay.
That's
Get it. Can you do that, man? My one request. Get the Enter Bay shot clock. I mean the hoop, and do like green screen. What's that called?
360 of like Jordan dunking and kind of like. Because I know Cletus mentioned I think in your podcast or on your review or something. You do have a green screen, right? But you do have like the setup where you put in like a green screen.
Yeah, I have it. I did it for StreamYard. I wasn't sure if people were liking that.
Do the Elgato green screen. It's so small. You just pull it up. And
I know, but I should get that, right? Because it's like,
get that.
Yeah, because you know what, you know what it is too. Like, Cletus has actually been inspiring me to do some Twitch stuff. Like I love to play video games whenever I get a chance. So I was thinking about like maybe doing some Twitch streaming.
Dude, I've been struggling with that Twitch, man. I got like 16 followers. I know Cletus has like a gazillion followers in there. But
you have a Twitch channel?
Yeah, it's hard, man. Like I've been like talking and one people's watching. Well, I'll make it 3 because I created like 2 accounts that are mine anyway. So
yeah,
so I just log it in there. But it's hard, like to be even like affiliate or something.
Really, I know. Well, I know Cletus does a lot of stuff there, and he does an awesome.
He does the multi-stream, so which is good because he's generating, I guess, income from both YouTube and
Twitch.
Yeah,
it's cool because I see him. He's got like multiple. He's got a nice setup, man. He's got 2 different cameras, so he does the unboxings, and people can see it from one angle, and also see him in another camera. And like he mentioned in one of my live streams that it's one thing is that like to actually do a review, it kind of takes the essence of like unboxing a figure, right? I don't know about if you feel the same way.
It does kind of like the excitement because you know what you're getting and you're kind of preparing for it, so you're kind of like, but like at this point, are you really that excited anymore for another? I don't know about you, but to me, whenever I get it, I was like, oh, this is cool, another Superman. All right.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's like, I'm excited. Like, as soon as I get, like, I got the Mud Trooper, right? I'm like, oh, man, Mud Trooper in, right? And then I'm like, oh, I got to set up. You got to set up the lights and the camera. And then, like, at least with Cletus, he probably just gets it and then puts it on the table, unboxes it, talks to the camera, has fun with it. And then it looks like,
and toss it out across the room.
And then, if it's the Mythos Boba Fett, he'll throw it across the room. But yeah, man, like that's one thing. It's like I feel like sometimes like doing these unboxing videos and reviews, like I feel like sometimes it takes the essence away from, like enjoying unboxing like a new figure. I still get excited. Don't get me wrong, but it does take some of the excitement out of it.
Why did you start reviewing anyway? Like.
I don't know. Like, I don't know. I just I think at some point, right? Like I've always wanted to do something in YouTube, just to, I don't know, just to try it out. You know, it was
Mhm.
like a little thing, and you know, it was one of those things in my life. So I came across like some of my close friends has their, you know, family members died. So I was like, oh man, it sucks. And it just almost hits you, and you go, damn, life is short, right? Like, damn, like there's so many things I want to do, but I don't do it just because I'm scared. Why not just do it, right? So
Yeah.
that's when I dove into YouTube and I did some other things, and yeah, because you know life is short, so why not try to tackle something you always wanted to do? And yeah, so and that's how I got into YouTube. I started off with reviewing a Shore Trooper hot toy. That was like,
What was that, like 2017 or?
yeah,
Mhm.
and that was my first review. And dude, I was such an amateur, man. I shot everything in portrait mode.
so,
I was
so you
using
got
my
two bars on the side.
yeah, man. I was like, and it was funny is because I shot it and I'm like, yeah, I'm so happy with this video. It turned out right. And then someone mentioned in the comments like, highly suggest you shoot in landscape, not in portrait.
Were you using your phone or
Yeah, I was using my phone at that time. I used my phone for a while until I decided to invest in
a
better
digital
equipment.
camera? Nice.
Yeah,
And then
but
did you ever thought of the just like, oh man, I'm gonna do this consistently, or they're just like, I'm just doing this for fun?
I try to. At some point, I tried to, but then I realized how much time it took. You know, and like I said, like I just can't pump out. I could. I if maybe 1 month I'm gonna do like a video a day and
Yeah,
just pump it out and then see what happens. But I don't want to throw stuff like nonsense to in people's face, right? Like I don't want to be like, "Hey guys, look at this mouse I got." Oh
mhm,
guys, I got a new I got a new like memory card, or like, you know, like I don't know. I
yeah.
just don't want to just keep. I want to give people good quality uh content, you know, like things like I love, right? um or like, oh, I got new socks, guys, like look at the socks.
Speaking of socks, I know that you got a lot of Star Wars socks lately.
Oh dude, I love this. You ever tried the stand socks?
No.
Try it, man, it's awesome. I think that you could use them for basketball.
So the question is, does your wife find it weird that your clothing are Star Wars, like most of them?
Oh,
Or
she's used to it.
oh, she's used to it. Okay, cool.
Yeah, before we even started dating, she knew.
Oh,
I
so,
was
so she knew before. So you started. Like, were you collecting even back in 2017 or?
no, not as much. I would have like a couple things here and there, but I was into like a lot of like I was into Star Wars, obviously, you know, back in the day. So like when I was dating my wife, she knew that I love all these things. But one thing about my wife is that like um she may not be like a huge nerd like me, but she does love like the X-Men, Star
Oh,
Wars.
she does.
So
Okay, that helps.
yeah, that helped, because if she didn't, then I wouldn't be dating her. Yeah, so that helped. But like she it's funny because sometimes like whenever I watch a movie, I'll get so into it and I'll start explaining stuff and she's like, I don't care.
Yeah. Who died? I was like, oh god.
I know. But yeah, yeah, she knows I love Star Wars. Yeah, so
So she has no reservation. It was like, all right, we're going to a dinner. Darth Vader shirt.
oh yeah. Dude, if I mean obviously I can't go to like a wedding
Or
wearing stuff. But if they made like a Darth Vader like tux or something, I'll be wearing it. But yeah,
inner.
yeah, most of my outfits are always like Star Wars or X-Men or Marvel. So I don't know. I try not to. I tried. I used to, you know, when I was in college, I used to dress like all preppy, like you know, like khakis
Yeah.
and all that. But
And gel on.
yeah, and then I was just like, damn, this is so freaking boring. Like I just like to be comfortable, you know.
Yeah.
So I just wear like sneakers, jeans, and a t-shirt. So
Because that, like I before Hot Toys, I wasn't really collecting anything.
mhm.
So my I guess being nerd was a little bit compressed or something. Like the girls that I would dated didn't know that I had it in me. So Were you a ricer at one point or no?
I'm sorry.
A ricer, like a racer, but since you're Asian,
Oh yeah, I
yeah.
was.
You
Yeah.
could buy rims and
Oh yeah.
on the Civic.
No, well, I wasn't. I was into like the what's that called? I guess the more of the Japanese like imports or the
Yeah.
yeah. I was more into the European. Like I had a Volkswagen GTI which I hooked up, and I love that thing, man. I had like 19-inch rims. I was a stage 3 turbo. I had a stage 3 turbo kit
Mhm.
on my GTI. I would
Lowered it down.
I had like suspensions. Yeah, I had
Adjustables. Yeah.
I didn't adjust it. I just it's a pain in
You
the
always
ass.
scrape when you go to a driveway.
Oh yeah, dude. And then dude, and then when it's nice and cool, man. Oh, that's when I love to drive because that's when the turbo spools so nice. You just like
And you hear that kind of, when you're driving, you shift gears.
yeah, dude. Like, damn, I miss those days. That's when before collecting, I was into not collecting car parts, but I was into like hooking up like cars and stuff.
Yeah. I would say thank God for Hot Toys because probably would be like putting rims on my minivan right now, which is embarrassing. But
yeah, I know. I'll be putting like rims on my Mazda CX-5
on the Odyssey.
Oh yeah, yeah, but like yeah, man. But I miss having those cars, man. Like I miss because like especially when it's nice and cool outside. I used to love springtime and fall just because at nighttime it's just nice and cool, and I'm telling you, the turbo just sucks up that cool air in, and you're like,
dude, sell 2 statues, man.
I know, but yeah, no. I would have to buy the car first because most of my cars are like SUVs and.
Does it have a car seat in the back?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. You can't do that.
Well, actually, with my first shot, I still had the GTI, so I had a car seat in the
GTI.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I actually had the racer, the Recaro. It was not the Recaro. I forgot the name of that baby seat. The Recaro. It was Recaro, right? The baby. Yeah, it was Recaro. The Recaro made.
I don't know. I go with Graco. So.
No, no. Recaro made some.
They did made
racing. Yeah, they made some racing seats.
Damn.
For kids.
Wow.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah. I'm looking it up right now. Yeah. So I had my son in one of them. So.
Dude, that is intense.
I miss hooking up cars. It was a lot of fun.
Thank God for like Sideshow, right?
Thank goodness for freaking Sideshow. I tell you, if I spent the amount of money I spent on statues on the car, I'll probably be having like a 400, 500 horsepower car.
So would it be safe that if you didn't discover Sideshow, you would still have this?
Oh, with the racing? No, just because. Yeah, I think the racing scene is not there anymore. I haven't seen people like hooking up cars as much as they used to back in the day.
Plus, I think it has like an age limit, right? Like if you kind of like reach your like mid.
Yeah, I don't want to be like 50 hooking up like.
Yeah.
But then again, I don't know. I'll probably invest in like a M3 or something or M5. Like I've always been a BMW kind of guy.
I think we can get away with it because we're Asians and we look like 16 anyway.
No, my gray hair has been coming in, especially after the quarantine, man.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, I need a haircut bad. I'm about to cut my own hair on this weekend because I can't take it anymore. It's like
I know, like on the ears and stuff, man. It's so irritating.
Yeah, trust me. Ugh. So I like my next statue review. I'm not even on the camera, man, because my freaking hair is like a mess.
Speaking of statue review, so
yeah,
I know the component of 1/6. I'm planning to buy my first statue because thanks to you guys in your podcast, and I know you converted Matt.
Yeah. It's a whole different world, man.
Yeah, I'm planning to, but I'm not gonna dive in like you guys. You guys are crazy.
Well, all right. What were you looking into?
So I'm not Star Wars, but like a sideshow. I'm looking at this it's probably bad because I saw the reviews are bad. I just want to get your take on it. The Man of Steel from Sideshow. It's
Oh
on
no!
sale at Big Bad. Is it bad or
Yeah, I don't get it.
don't get it?
Well, number one, what's your number one franchise?
Well, I like Superman ever since.
Oh,
So
Superman.
I like Man of Steel. I like the movie too, and it was. And I've seen some reviews. They're saying it's PVC. I have no idea what.
Yeah, so PVC is like plastic. So when you think of a statue, you don't want like your whole statue to be made out of like like a thick, heavy plastic. You want it like almost like stone, like almost like a resin.
Mhm.
So I don't know about that Man of Steel. I know it's not too popular. So
Yeah.
I definitely wouldn't recommend that. Man, if you could, I don't know. There's a lot of Superman like
Dude, the Dark Knight that you showed on one of your podcasts, like the Dark Knight with the Joker on it. I don't know who made it, but
that's Queen Studios.
That's probably like $1,000 though, right? How much is
It's less than that. It's about $700-800.
Yeah. No,
But dude,
Joker was sitting. Ooh.
Dude, I'm telling you. Oh, that Batman you're looking to. The Batman, I don't know how much, but I know that Joker is like $700-800.
Ooh.
But let me tell you, that Joker I saw in New York Comic Con is sick, man. Sick.
Wow.
It's like it's a whole different level, man. It's better than Hot Toys, in my opinion.
Really?
Yeah, man. It's crazy. They're the ones that make those life-size busts, like the Wonder Woman and stuff like that. They're the same creators of that. But man, I'm telling you, man, definitely I would wait.
Wait, okay.
Yeah.
If you're more into statue than Hot Toys though, right?
No, I'm more into Hot Toys actually.
You are? Okay.
Yeah. Because statues now, because back then statues was great. And there was only a few companies. So whenever you got a new statue, you like totally appreciated it, right?
Yeah.
But now there's so many companies and so many. Just imagine, let's just put it this way: like Hot Toys right now is like the cream of the crop, right? Like, if there's a character that you want to be made into 1/6 form, you want Hot Toys to make it. Like you wouldn't want Asmus or you wouldn't want Star Ace to make that character. You want Hot Toys.
Mm-hmm.
Now imagine there's like 10 other Hot Toys companies that are making good figures. How would that kind of like make you feel about collecting like 1/6 scale figures? It's just like it becomes overwhelming, right?
Yeah.
So that's what's happening with statues. Because back then it was just like a couple companies like Sideshow, right? So when Sideshow released a piece, people would jump on it right away. It would sell out. It would crash the website. But now there's like so many companies out there making better quality statues, right? So
is it safe to say, like, I don't know, like the statue game, like Prime One, man, their statues, like the Gal Gadot one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Prime One is.
Are they the Hot Toys of statues? Or?
They're like because their license is limited, but yeah, I would say they're like the Hot Toys. They make really good quality products. They're the cream of the crop. But like they're limited with their license, right? Yeah. Sideshow is the best bang for your buck, and they have the license. Prime One, if you want like
DC, right? Like Prime One, mostly DC or
Transformers. Yeah, Transformers, DC. They have Predator. They have GI Joe. They have some anime. I think they have Berserk too. I do have a Prime One piece, which is the Venom piece, and that piece is sick. It's one of my favorite statues. But I want to show you. Let me see if I can pull it up. Like you should look into that Prime One Superman piece.
Oh, the one with the Cavill on it, like it's like a bust, or
did you want like? So here's my question to you: like, did you want like a Superman that's in the movies, or do you want like a Superman that's like in the comic books?
I mean, the only reason I wanted that Man of Steel was because it will come out to around maybe $200 after because on Big Bad there's like a store credit. You pay like $400 and then I think they give you $200 back or something. But if I'm gonna spend money reading on a statue, I'm looking at the Wolverine versus Hulk from Sideshow.
Oh, that's my first statue, man.
Oh, is that good?
No, not my first statue, but That's a good piece to get into.
It's like 650 if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
So
but you know what though? Yeah, that's a nice statue to pick up. I mean, if you're a big, huge Hulk and Wolverine fan,
yeah,
that's a no brainer. And that is from like one of the it's Hulk. It's is it Hulk 181? Yeah, I think it's Hulk 181, right? Yeah, Hulk 181, and that was the first appearance of Wolverine, I believe. So yeah, that is just a iconic pose, or iconic scene
yeah.
when Wolverine fought Hulk for the first time.
And the one thing that I don't know, yeah, I get the statue because when you get him, you display them, it looks good right on your shelf. And I know you guys were talking about it, like it tells a story,
Yeah, it
but
does.
but it tells one story though, in my opinion, right? Like, so if you get him, let's say Wolverine versus Hulk,
Hmm.
you can only take pictures of this in so many angles. So it's like, okay, you have front view, get the back view, maybe change if you're like us, like doing photography, changing the background through Photoshop, and then you
Yeah.
display them. But isn't that like, I don't know, I don't have any statues, but for you, like, don't you get like kind of like when you pass by it all the time, like this guy's jumping again or something, or you just like appreciate that like just over time and
No, man. I'll give you an example. Like one of my favorite statues that I actually no, I don't feel that way.
you know?
And when the moment that you feel that way is the time to sell that statue, because then
Mhm.
you never really like that statue in the first place.
Yeah.
For me, like I have Thanos on the throne. I mean, like every time I look at that piece, I mean, he's just like badass and he just point, like his put,
Yeah, yeah.
what is the Vader? The one that you probably I don't know if you saw the latest like live stream with
Yeah, the where he's like wielding his lightsaber
oh
and
dude, I'm telling you, man, that piece I could stare at it all day long, man. It is a sick piece. It's beautiful. And I have a couple other pieces that I just can't stop looking at it. I
Mhm.
also have a Jungle Predator piece that I love too. Like every single time I'm like on the verge of selling it, I just look at that piece and I'm like, "Ugh, I can't sell this piece. This is amazing. This is like just like in the movies." So yeah, there's one thing about statues is that it's almost it's an art, right?
Yeah,
I think Matt had mentioned it in the previous stream is that one thing about figures is that they're great and all, but
they don't have that shelf presence though. The figures, I think, like
yeah, they have good shelf presence, but it's almost it's just the head sculpt that you're drawn into. You're not
right.
drawn into the whole figure, except maybe if it's like an Iron Man figure, right? You'll be drawn into the armor and everything like that. But one thing about statues is that once you look at it, it has so much presence, man. Like if you go to someone's house, maybe like mine, like that have a good mix between Hot Toys and statues. 9 out of 10 times, you're going to go to those statues first, just because they're huge.
Right.
They command a huge presence in your collection. And yeah, man, it's a totally different thing. I'm not telling people to. I wouldn't suggest to go crazy, getting into the statue game, but definitely don't limit yourself. Uh, definitely don't tell yourself you're never going to collect a statue. Just give it a chance and maybe just get a couple pieces. That's all you need. I suggest to people is that get the piece that or like the character you absolutely love, like you cannot live without. Like if you were stuck in an island and you could only watch one character or one IP,
Yeah.
what would it be? And that one, just use that as catalyst to get into statue collecting, because
So
then you'll have a focus. Because I went through when I started collecting statues, I went through a phase where I was getting everything, right? I was getting DC, I was getting, and then I realized that like, wait a minute, A, it's a lot of money. B, like I can't complete a line. My collection's all over the place. And C, I'm running out of space.
right. Statues are huge.
Yeah, you could easily run out of space with statues.
Yeah.
So,
Speaking of like your line all over the place, because I know like we talked about that earlier. My line is all over because I went through that phase too, where I was like,
everybody
right,
does.
yeah, I went to the phase where I'm just gonna do Dark Knight. I love that movie.
Mhm.
So it's like, all right, I'm gonna get every single person in Dark Knight. I don't care if it's Talia al Ghul or whatever, or the guys, the security trying to kill the mayor. I'm gonna get him. So I went through Dark Knight. And I was like, okay, I got all that. I'm gonna stop. Obviously, I didn't stop. So so, but I got to a point where there's like, so I got all the Dark Knight, and then the Marvel is coming out, and there's the cool pieces out here. It's like, kind of want that Iron Man. And I was like, I'm gonna buy the Iron Man. And would you rather have, because I know you're Star Wars, would you rather have all the Star Wars troopers and whatever and not have anything else? Or have like the main characters of each thing? I'm not saying like, let's say you take out the troopers but you got Iron Man and stuff right here. So
Oh, like you mean like have a good mix of just the main characters of different IPs?
yeah. Right.
You know what though? It's always and I'm using the Infinity War as an example. It gets hard because, like I said, like for me, it's just like you start like realizing. I'm telling you, the more you collect, you start realizing it's like, shoot, man, I want more. I want more, and I want to finish the line. You have that hole in your collecting heart that you're like, damn, I got Iron Man, I need War Machine. I got War Machine, I need Thor. I know, you just keep on going until, because how many Avengers are out there? Oh shoot, here comes the X-Men. And then you're like, oh shoot, Star Wars. There's more Star Wars movies. Oh, there's a Mandalorian. Oh, and then you're like, at some point you're like, oh my gosh, like what's going on here?
Yeah.
And I did hit that point where I had like seriously like over 100 Hot Toys, and it was just like, it was all over the place, man. I had Alien, I had Ripley, I had Suicide Squad, I had this, I had that, and I'm like, what am I doing? Like, so now I'm just concentrating on Star Wars. I will get, and like I said, I seriously made an exception for Punisher War Machine, because I know there were a couple people who really wanted me to review that figure, and I wanted to. That's one thing with me. I really care about my viewers and my subscribers. So even though I don't know, maybe I'll keep it, maybe I won't. But right now, I am going to keep it because it's such an awesome figure.
Right.
But yeah, like it's one of those things now. Like I'm just probably just going to stick to Star Wars.
Like, all like Hot Toys, unless there's a one-off.
Unless like I win the lottery.
Yeah.
And I could buy all these Hot Toys. And yeah. But
I
like
went
I
for
said,
circle, because I initially I was like, all right, I'm gonna, just do the main characters, and then I went to from main characters. I was like, I'm gonna stick with Dark Knight, and then from that I was like, I'm gonna stick to Marvel. To now I'm back to like, all right, I'm just gonna get the main characters.
Yeah.
So I'll like circle back. So that's what I would suggest to a lot of people, because we get that all the time. It's like, should I stick to one line, or that's the most common. Like the new collectors come up to me, and it's easy to say collect what you love, but you can get to the hole where you're gonna get Shuri. And I'm not saying Shuri's a bad figure; she's an awesome looking figure. But at the end of the day, would you rather have $250 sitting on your shelf, you never touching it again because it's Shuri? You're not gonna take her for a photo shoot. It's like, all right, this is gonna be so badass, Shuri fighting an elephant or something. But that's what I've been telling them. It's like, yeah, she looks nice, and I don't know if you noticed, but the secondary characters looks better on the head sculpt. Like Shuri, who's that guy from Guardians of the Galaxy, the one with the
Yondu.
I mean, their head sculpt are sick.
Nebula.
Those are the ones that I don't want to get. Or if I get them, I'll sell them, because I just don't see myself like passing through my my display, because like, oh, Nebula, I'm so glad I have you here.
Yeah. And I'm not knocking on Marvel collectors and fans, but one thing about Marvel, and I noticed this, is that once the movie's done, their value goes down
because there's so many of them.
But I don't know. Maybe it's just too many variations of a character. One thing about Star Wars, it doesn't go down. I noticed that it goes up.
Outside of the 3 latest ones.
The latest ones, but I mean, there are some exceptions, like the Last Jedi Kylo Ren. I don't know
Yeah.
what's going on with that figure, but everyone wants that figure.
Do
And
they
people,
know that there's the
yeah,
Skywalker?
they know, but I think it's just the head sculpt. It looks different from the the Rise of Skywalker one.
Yeah.
The Rise of Skywalker one looks like he put some product in his hair and he blew it out and he had the brushes to the side or
Right.
something. The Last Jedi one, he looks like he just like doesn't care. I mean, he just wants to kill you.
I don't know what happened to that last three. I mean, I've seen the movies. It's okay. And it's I obviously you have a different. I know you have a different opinion to this last.
Yeah. I'll save that for the podcast.
Yeah, but those figures, I think they made too many, especially the first one, because they were trying to give it away on Big Bad until Cletus bought all of them.
But
They're giving away like for if you buy, I think Ray and BB-8 at one point, you get like 150 credits.
Yeah. I think, I don't know what happened with The Force Awakens, obviously, because maybe I'm not too sure. Maybe they were just going with the hype and they felt like this will sell out.
Yeah.
And they just made too much. And to be honest, like the trooper design for the First Order stormtroopers is not all that great. It's not like the old classic ones, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't have a good designs. The Rogue One stormtroopers and
the Death Troopers were like sought after at one point, right?
Yeah, like compare those to the sequel trilogy troopers. Like, I'm sorry, but the Rogue One, the Mandalorian, the old classic trilogy, all those troopers look amazing compared to like the new design of the First Order stormtroopers.
Yeah. Speaking of Star Wars, I know you did you guys talked about it. What do you think about the Sideshow upping their price on that? Which one did you get anyway? Did you get the Hot Toys or?
I'm getting both.
Are you getting both?
One to play with and one to display.
Okay.
Oh yeah, dude. Like I see the things like with that Baby Yoda, which I didn't get the hate for it when it first got announced, right? A lot of people were just hating on that statue, like, oh, Hot Toys is gonna do it better. I'm like, dude, what more do you want from a statue or a figure?
Yeah.
The people that made the life-size prop is making it. Like they're giving Sideshow like advice and tips in how to make this thing. What more do you want? Like,
Yeah.
And and I know some people missed out on it, but a lot of people pre-ordered it because it crashed the website. Even the next day, the website was still slow, and it was advertised everywhere.
You can see it on anywhere.
IGN, Fortune, right? So I'm sorry, but there was enough time to pre-order that thing, and if you didn't pick it up then, you certainly wouldn't be picking it up now, right?
I just feel like, dude, I don't know what you think, but I feel like it was dirty on Sideshow's part because I this is how I feel what happened here because I know I got your take on it.
Yeah,
I think they priced it like kind of low. Because let's face it, like Hot Toys is killing Sideshow. If they release a Luke Skywalker, Hot Toys is gonna release a Luke Skywalker that's better.
Yeah.
So I think they price it low. I was like, I know they're gonna release a Yoda. Then the Hot Toys release a Yoda, and people were like, I think Sideshow's better. Like a lot of people say that, and Sideshow's like, and we're lower priced too. Guess what? We're gonna make it $375. Either that, or you go for Hot Toys that has a seam on the ear. So I think Sideshow saw the opportunity, saw the people's response. It's kind of like, well, they're better, and they were like, yeah, you know what? You want it? Pay $25 more.
Yeah, I can see that. I can definitely see that point. Like where, but to be honest, that's just like bad business. Like, I don't think
the price midway.
Yeah, I don't think Sideshow would do that because they know that their rep would be ruined if they raised it. I mean, they were pretty transparent about it. They could have said nothing. And but I think that would have been more.
The email though, they were like, "Oh, yeah, kind of like."
Well, yeah, but the thing is, dude, how many people pre-ordered that thing? They knew it was going to come out, and the thing is that for me, is this like I think at some point, Sideshow came across some production costs, right? Because of maybe what's going on now, and that might have set them back. In terms of the amount they were charging, so they probably had to up the price at some point. But at this point, most of their it's a lot of people already pre-ordered this thing.
Yeah.
They're already making their money. So yeah, I mean, I get what they're. I see it's bad on their part for raising the price midway, but I also see their point. And plus, it's still kind of
It's
low.
it's only $25, honestly, but I just thought it was just like it's kind of like if Hot Toys release something, let's say
Mhm.
the thing is they don't have any competition though. Let's say if Hot Toys released like an Iron Man and then another company released an Iron Man, Hot Toys like, well, I think ours is better, so let's bump it up a little bit because I no choice anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I see the frustration with that, but like I said, like I think it's already been out for a while, right?
Yeah.
I mean, who else is going to pre-order this thing now at this point? Like maybe you'll have like a few stragglers here and there, or maybe down the line, but it's not going to be as much as the initial uh, pre-orders.
Yeah. I'm just surprised that they actually did it because Hot Toys is getting so much bad. I mean, Hot Toys Sideshow is getting bad press this past few months.
Mhm.
With their shipping prices and
Yeah, there's one thing about Sideshow is that like, what I know with their shipper, I don't know. Did you see or did you notice like the price hike in the shipping prices?
mine
Is
is
that
20. That the Killmonger that I got, it's a
Mhm.
regular MMS, $23.
Is it always been 23 or is it cheaper?
When I started collecting, it was less than 10.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, and then you'll be putting tax, that's not Sideshow's fault.
Mm.
There's like tax now.
Yeah.
But and then there was a point to where they stopped codes. Back then, if you buy something, you get codes on your box. There
Mhm.
was a point in time where they stopped it altogether. Like there's no codes. Now they sent me a code randomly in the email. I was gonna actually message you because I was like, what am I gonna do with this? Should I buy Emperor Palpatine because he's like free shipping? But I was just like, what? And then with that, the firing of Susan, I know a lot of people were like upset about that. It's like,
Yeah, I'm not sure. Well, again, I don't know. Like Sideshow is a business, and I think I'm pretty sure. I'm not trying to defend them because there's been times where you're like, oh, what the hell? And I'm not trying to defend them with the $25 price hike. I mean, that's bad press, but they know it. I mean, they're not. I'm pretty sure they've been around the game to know that this will get some bad feedback. But at the same time, is that I'm pretty sure that they're doing this to make sure that the collectors are getting a good quality product, not some half-ass done product. Because they're not making it; they're sending it off to China to make it.
yeah,
So they're the factories are going to be making it. So if people have to spend an extra $25 to get a good product, then yeah, pay for it. But not to say is that if they don't deliver on this product,
yeah,
they're going to get a big, big, huge backlash.
yeah,
If
yeah.
this Baby Yoda looks like doo doo, I'm telling you, people are going to riot. And
Right.
that $25 would feel like $100 that they're being charged $100.
Dude, that counts. Like I know it's only 20 for collectors. 25 is nothing. That's not even a head sculpt, like a third-party head sculpt. If you buy
Yeah,
it, but for $25, it's $100. Imagine how many people would still, do
yeah,
this. And also, speaking of which, I know you collect X-Men, right?
yeah.
What do you think about do you buy any of their X-Men 1/6? Like they have
Uh,
these ups.
no, I don't buy their X. I don't buy the 1/6 scale figures just because, man, there's some bit, and that's one thing about sideshows, like love or hate with me with them. Um, I just don't like their figures, man. Like I don't know what's up with that. Like I know they made an announcement that they're partnering up with I think Fison, right? At some point they were.
Oh, they are? Oh, that would be nice.
I don't know what company, but they were. But then I noticed like the figures that they're coming out with. I'm like, oh, what the heck is going on here? Like I had that Obi-Wan Mythos, which I liked, but I mean, even the accessories were kind of like
Yeah.
kind of flimsy. But this one looks great, man. I think the head sculpt looks great. I definitely would display him with the jacket on.
Do you have the Wolverine or the one?
No, I don't, because I just didn't like the way he looked. But this looks great, man. I just don't know
The
why
pictures didn't even light up. I was like, dude, It's 250. It should light up. But
And that's another problem I have with Sideshow is that their figures are too damn expensive for what you get.
yeah,
It's not worth that price, man. Like this one, I would have priced it at like 220.
right. Like you can't price the same way as Hot Toys.
Yeah, like
You don't look like Hot Toys
at the end of the day, you're spending what $300 for this because you have to
with
factor
the
in shit
shipping and the
and
tax.
the taxes. Yeah, and I don't know. Like I think it looks great. I like the face sculpt, but I can't get over that bodysuit, man.
Lenky was asking you yesterday about the bulge. Why there's none? I guess this guy has some. So
Yeah, it's a pretty yeah.
yeah, good for you, Cyclops.
Yeah. That's why Jean Grey wanted to stay with you. Now, but
I mean, it has this effect. It's cool.
it's cool. It looks cool, but they still have a long way to go, man. I don't like that the material that they use for his outfit. It looks kind of thin, right?
Yeah.
If you could see his rib cage and stuff, I don't know. It looks too thin.
Like we're both in agreement. I guess it looks good, but I like let's be honest. If it was 180, we'd probably both buy it, right? Like, would you buy it for 180?
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
Yeah, me too. I'll buy like their
250 is just too much.
even their Magneto looks good, and
Yeah, the Magneto looks good. I like
yeah,
it.
not gonna buy it for 250, but looks
Yeah,
good.
yeah, it looks good.
Oh, they got Dennis here from Manila. What time is it there now? 11.
Yeah,
we're
11 in the morning. It's
I
some
promise
fun.
you, an hour and a half, man. We're getting
No,
there.
yeah, no, keep going. Give me some pan de sal from there, Dennis. I want some pan de sal, man, with some coffee. Oh, I could go
Dude,
for that.
do you have Seafood City right next to you? Yes, you do, right? They're in Jersey, so
Seafood City. I'm not sure.
but you do have like a Filipino store in there, like
Oh
Red
yeah,
Ribbon
that's
and
all.
that
That's
stuff. Yeah.
oh yeah. Oh yeah. There's like in Jersey City. There's this. We call it Little Manila because there's like Manila Ave. There's like I'm telling you, man,
Really?
there's one section in Jersey City where it's just mostly Filipinos.
Ooh,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah,
So,
there's like they have like the Independence Day parades there, stuff like that.
so I'm Jersey's like the weather is kind of like Chicago, which is you get a winter and it gets pretty cold, right? Or
Not as cold as you guys, man. You guys are the windy city, man. I went there in April last year to the Star Wars celebration, and let me tell you, man, I was freezing my butt off. That wind is killer.
oh yeah, you're by the lake too, so
Yeah, the windy city, man. No joke. That is like
But
walking
you
around.
guys, your weather is okay with like statues and like leather and all that stuff. Because I know in
Oh
Florida
yeah,
it's humid, they get like flaky
yeah.
and all that stuff.
My man cave, I definitely have I have like what are called those blinds? Those I can't think of it. Those the sunlight blocking shades and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So there's no sunlight that comes in, man. That's one thing that I think adds to the dust is the sunlight. No sunlight. I have air purifier with a HEPA filter, so it kills the dust. Yeah. So
Are you planning to staying in Jersey, or you have anything thought of
yeah,
out of state?
I really wanted to move down south because I heard it's cheaper to move down south. And then when I say cheaper, I mean because Jersey's expensive, man. And I'm thinking, man, if I went down to like the Carolinas or something, or somewhere south, or anywhere that's cheaper than
Yeah.
Jersey, I'm thinking like I could probably like I don't know, buy a nice house and probably get a nice huge man cave and buy some more statues. But
Dude, I know.
yeah, I'm stuck in Jersey. my
Same here
wife.
in Chicago, man. Like we have the house. If we sell this house and move to Texas, I'll probably have my own man cave. Now I'm settling in a basement that if I spread my arms, I can touch both walls.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh man, I'm with you, man. I just have a pretty small room for my stuff, which I'm actually gonna do a room tour pretty soon. Once this thing
You
kind of dies.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm also thinking about getting to module cases too, man. I'm kind of tired of the DTOFs.
But I heard like you would wait like months to get that module cages though.
Actually, Yeah, that's true. But there's this guy I go to my in terms of statues and stuff. Like I think he's got some module cases in stock right now. Let me see if I can pull his
Oh, he
uh
does have in stock. You should do it. You have like
yeah.
do you have any vehicles at all? No, right? You don't have any like.
No. Here, if you could pull that up on the
Oh,
screen. So yeah, he's got them in stock. This is
how much? They're pretty
spec picture.
expensive, right? Damn, 700. Is that 700? Yes. Oh,
Uh
80. Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, spec fiction. So depending on what you want, you know, it's 190 per box, I guess. So yeah, I think he's got them in stock because you see, you could add to cart. So yeah, I definitely would want to upgrade my
With
my
your statues, you're probably gonna need like I don't know, like 10 of those, perhaps, because one of those would only house one statue, right?
Yeah, depending on how big I got it. But to be honest, like I was thinking of doing piece by piece, man. Like, and I
Yeah.
heard like if you try to do all of them all at once, A, it's expensive, and B, it's a pain in the butt to put together.
I saw like Danobi's video was putting it together.
Yeah, I was.
Dude.
Yeah, he said that he was getting his fingers chopped all over the place. He's getting cuts here and there. So yeah, I'm not looking into buying a whole bunch.
Especially with you too, like when you buy a statue, do you think of how your display would look like? Is that the thought process? You're like just like, man, I like this piece, I'm gonna buy it. I'll figure it out later.
Yeah, well, this is with a lot of like collectors, right? If you see a piece,
I'll make a space.
you'll make space. And but that's one thing I always say that's another aspect of collecting is that like you get your piece in, but then the beauty about getting a piece in is trying to figure out where and how you're going to display it. I think that's just the magic of collecting, man. Because that's when your mind starts like, the hamster starts,
Ball spinning.
spinning the wheel, and you're like thinking, you're like, okay, well, I'm gonna put it here, I'm gonna put some art prints there, and I'm gonna put the hot toy next to it. So and it's fun that way, right? And then even though you'll set it up, you're like, oh man, it doesn't look right. And then you tear it down and set it up.
2 days going back to where you were.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna move this guy right here. All right.
But that's fun, man.
I've seen some collectors where I think a part of collecting too is displaying them. Don't get me wrong, but to me, there's like a lot of things that I like about collecting. One of them is taking pictures, taking them out, putting them in a good pose, taking a picture, and making them look cool. But after that photo session, they go back to like a museum pose. And I've seen collectors where I've seen this guy in like Let Your Geek sideshow where he has probably like 100 hot toys where you can't even appreciate them because they're just lining up, just like on like a stormtrooper. And you don't even know which one is expensive or not. I guess if that, but that's such a way. And people do you do this? You put your figures in a box and put them on a storage or something?
No, I would only put the brown boxes in storage. Like the figures, they stay in my room. Like I have a closet. I'll put that if I have to not display them. I'll put them in the closet, but most of the time I try to display most of my figures. Right now, the only thing that's not displayed is all the new Star Wars figures I've been getting. So Danny Lee hooked me up with a Snowtrooper, which I thank him almost every live stream that I'm on because I've been looking for a Snowtrooper for the longest time. But I'm planning to do like a huge like Star Wars haul. Like, hey guys, this is like all these Star Wars figures I amassed in like in a month, and just do like a big huge haul video, and then after I'll probably unbox and do a quick review on each one of them.
Dude, that would be nice because we haven't seen your display yet. You should do a tour.
Yeah, I want to do a tour. I know people have been asking me, and I'm because you know what it is too, man. Just like with my videos, I'm like a perfectionist, man. Like if I want to give you my room tour, I don't want it to be just like a half-ass room tour, right? Like, oh, I'm thinking about putting this, so I'm gonna do this for now. No, when I do my room tour, I'm like, hey guys, this is it. This is how I came about doing this, and this is my collection. and that's
Just
it.
do it, man. I know it's constantly going to change anyway. So
It's gonna constantly get the change, but like when I see like some other people's like room tours where they have like the art print and everything
yeah.
is, it makes you like makes you want to not do better, but do just as good, because your collection deserves it. If people are gonna look at your collection, you want to make sure that it's like inviting someone to your house to check out your man cave. You're not gonna have them check out your man cave when it's just like halfway done, or you want them to come in and be like blown away, like, oh my gosh, this is so cool, man.
Speaking of which, is that their reaction, or are your friends mostly collectors, or like the same thinking, or someone was like, "What the fuck? Why are you collecting dolls?" Because I got
Oh
friends
yeah,
like,
when I first started collecting hot toys, that's when they were like, "Oh, you collecting dolls?"
yeah,
But then like once they got to see like the figures itself closely, they appreciated more like the head sculpt and the statues. I'm telling you, man, that's one thing about statues, man.
you don't get that reaction from statues, though. You don't.
Yeah, statues when they come in, man, people get drawn into the statue more. I'm telling you, man, because you're like, whoa, what is that? That's so cool, And you could, it's one of those things you could see from like across the room,
Yeah.
Hot toys, you really have to get close.
Yeah. Plus,
And
if they're
appreciate
like a nice pose of them. If they're just standing, they're like,
yeah, if they're in a museum pose, like,
Yeah.
and like I said, not to go back to Justin, like I said, like I like the guy, but like some of his like when he did a room tour, like I felt like claustrophobic.
Yeah.
I was like,
It's
oh, I'm like, it's just so packed in, and that's not something like I want to do. I mean, it's great for him. I'm pretty sure people like that kind of stuff too, like to have like the whole line in one
Right.
shelf or something. But for me, like I get a little bit claustrophobic. I like to, like I said, man, like there's one thing about collecting. You could collect the figures, but the other aspect is posing, displaying them. That is just a whole new different world, which is fun.
It's an art form too. And Mario, are you getting a Falcon cockpit?
Yeah, no, Mario, I haven't figured out where I'm going to display that. So thanks for
Is that
reminding me.
1/6?
1/6, yeah. Oh,
Damn.
that thing is huge, man.
Dude.
I don't know.
You got it, or you're still?
No, I have it on pre-order. Excuse me. So
that's not Hot Toys, right? Because I know Hot Toys.
No, it's a guy named what's his name?
Juice.
Yeah, Yost. Yeah. So he jazzing that.
I know he's doing the Batmobile and all that stuff.
Yeah. So he's got the Millennium Falcon coming. Yeah. So that thing is huge. But here's one thing that's also huge that I have coming, which I'm also have to try to figure out where I'm going to display him. That's why right now I'm trying to sell like a lot of my Avengers Infinity War figures. But let's see if we can pull up this guy. Here is this guy. I have no idea what I'm going to do with this dude.
Ooh, that's a 1200 one, right?
This is a freaking huge statue. It's a Rancor.
Damn. I know you and Matt are like thinking about getting this, right?
Yeah, I'm definitely going to get it.
Damn.
Without a doubt, I'm definitely getting this. I just don't know where I'm going to display him, but I will find a way to display him. It's such an epic piece, man.
Danny has one too. He ordered one too.
I'm not sure.
Yeah. Damn. Dude, how big is that? Like it's like bigger than Hulkbuster?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's bigger than Hulkbuster.
Damn.
Yo, man, I gotta get you to... Huh?
Isn't your wife gonna kill you when she finds out A, how much that thing is, and B, how big that thing is?
Well, that's why I try to here. See, this is why I use my collection to fund my collection.
Okay.
I'm telling you, man. Like I told you, like if I collected the way Justin collected, I would have been divorced. I'm telling you, man. It's crazy. Like I said, good for him that he's able to afford these things. But if I were to buy the amount of figures that he did, I wouldn't be collecting anymore. Or will I be living?
Be alive.
Be alive. Yeah. I would be dead.
Dude,
be dead covered with all those figures. But dude, we need to get you into buying your first statue, man.
I will get one. I will.
But
I really don't know where to put it first and foremost. But even
dude,
my Star Wars are up there above my detail. Like an earthquake would kill Darth Maul with all his spikes because he
yeah.
would knock over him.
Well, I know who's your favorite Superman?
Either way, I like both, honestly. But you know what? I'm drawn more into this Man of Steel, this new guy.
Can you pull this up for me?
Yeah, that looks nice,
dude. Make this your first statue. This is almost like Christopher Reeve looking.
Yeah, that is nice. So that looks huge though, right?
This one is not that bad. It's not that bad. It's 19 inches high. So it really, because he's
taller than two Hot Toys, basically.
Yeah, man, dude, you need this in your life. This should be your first. Because look how good that sculpt is.
You can change the head sculpt.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
And look at that. See, that's when this is what's gonna get you, man. When you look at the sculpt of the statues, right? And you're like, how the hell did they sculpt this water effect here? You know,
it's nice. I'm afraid to like talk to you a lot because I've been watching your like podcast, and I'm like now I'm looking for statues, which I wasn't doing before.
Yeah, I mean, like I don't know. I know it's hard, but to be honest, like if you could just get one, like get this one, dude, I think you'd be okay, man. Dude, like you don't really. It's not like something like. You need to collect the line, you know?
Right,
like, oh my gosh, I need to get Wonder Woman now. No, dude, you could just display this by itself. Maybe have like a Superman logo in the back or art print.
Yeah. There's another one, the Batman versus Superman. That is nice too. With their cape. Batman's cape is like all over the place, man.
Yeah,
I don't know who made that, but
that's Sideshow.
It's a Sideshow?
Yeah, the Batman versus Superman one. Yeah,
that's like what 1,000, maybe less. Yeah.
It's 700.
Dang, that's not bad.
Yeah, here
I can sell my DX13 in.
Yeah, no, I'm telling you, that's how you get into.
Oh yeah, this one right here.
Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah, that is sexy right there.
Yeah, you're killing two birds with one stone with the statue.
Look at Danny. Yeah, Danny right here. This is.
Yeah, do it, man. Dude, I would get
one. Yeah,
I would get
this or the one that you showed me. Yeah.
So here's the thing that what got me into statues. So when I first went to Comic-Con, San Diego Comic-Con, I saw the Sideshow booth, right? And I came across like the prices of these statues. I'm like, man, I can't afford this. This is too much, man. My wife would destroy me if I bought like a $500-$600 statue. So months went by, and then my friend, who is a collector of these statues, was like, you know, we went out and we were just hanging out. And I was like, man, I don't know. I don't know how you collect these statues, man. They're super expensive. He goes, I don't know either, but thank goodness for the payment plan. I'm like, what do you mean? You could put a payment plan on these statues? He's like, yeah, you just pre-order it and then put it to whatever fits your budget, and you could pay off your statues before it comes out. Mm-hmm. So I looked into it and like I did a calculation. I think my Boba Fett premium format was one of the first one. It was like $425 or $450, right, with shipping. I did the math. It was like a 4 or 5 month payment plan, and it came out to like $50-something or something like that. Something cheap per month. I'm like, dude, this is like heaven sent. Like, are you kidding me? Yeah. So I'm like, dude, I need to get a statue then.
And the wife doesn't kill you with it, or she doesn't know the price.
She knows the price, but what she always tells me, she's like, as long as you're not using that money to go to strip club.
Which I do, but
which I usually don't tell her that. That's
yeah.
No, but even then, man, like if I had a choice, if I had like, say someone gave me like $1,000, it's like, here, man.
Yeah.
Go spend it on whatever you want. And you're
Would you buy a statue or 3 Hot Toys?
I don't know, man. Depends on what's out and what I need. Because I'm in
that Scout Trooper. I know you're into that.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely ain't that. That without a doubt.
Dude, that's another example of Sideshow. Isn't Sideshow's the bike is for like 329 itself?
Yeah,
It's a
see,
different bike, but it's a,
no, but still, it just shows that Hot Toys is they know
they're
what they're
always
doing.
one upping them.
They're always cheaper than Sideshow, which is so weird.
Yeah, because
You
their
know?
quality is so much better than Hot. I mean, I haven't seen the bike, obviously, but
Mhm.
just judging from previous releases, I guess the only one that Sideshow has a leg up on Hot Toys, maybe
Mhm.
the face of Darth Maul on the Sideshow, just the shape.
Yeah.
But that's like pushing it. Other than that, like the Hot Toys has the purse, more accessory, it lights up, and like $25 more, and a second head sculpt.
And a whole bunch of accessories. Yeah, I'm taking Hot Toys.
Right. It's just like because people I put that on one of my videos and they were like, no, it was like Sideshow's Vader is better. Maybe. I don't know.
I don't
They
know.
said
But
Sideshow's Vader is better than the Hot Toys Vader. Speaking of
Which-
which, are you
wait,
gonna get that Vader or no?
the new one?
Yeah.
No, I had it actually, but I sold it just because I wasn't a huge fan of the dome. It was so flimsy, man. Like you had to push it down, and it was like it rocked. So say like you take it out of the display case, it would fall down, and I don't know. It was just so flimsy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
'Cause I have one Vader, which is the New Hope, and I want to get rid of it because I broke the goddamn belt. And
Mhm.
that's I don't know if you had that. That's the one that talks.
Oh yeah. Is it? No, I have the
dumbest
two-pack.
thing ever.
Yeah, I don't have that one, but I have the 2-pack. So I wonder if it talks in that 2-pack.
I think they stopped it on that New Hope because you gotta literally undress Darth Vader before
Yeah, I
you can
heard.
make him talk.
Yeah, I heard.
It's one of the most dumbest thing that I ever done.
That's the only thing that Hot Toys hasn't perfected is like the light up and basically the electronics for a figure, right?
Yeah.
Like I wish they would come up with some sort of thing where you just kind of like if you're gonna install the lightsaber, like you're gonna put the light up turn on the light up features and the lightsaber or anything. I don't know, anything that lights up on the figure. I wish they would do just like one switch, right? One system.
Thank you.
Just
Even with Iron Man, it was like, dude,
oh my gosh, dude! It's so painful, dude. It's like, especially
to a point where you don't want to do it.
Dude, I don't want to do it, but I do it only for the review.
Yeah.
Like, dude, if I wasn't reviewing these figures, I would never light those things up just because they're so annoying. Dude, like, whenever I get like a War Machine or Iron Man figure to review, I'm just like, oh God, I have to turn on the light up features on this thing.
If I'm taking pictures, I'm like, I'm gonna Photoshop the shit out of this. I am not gonna install the batteries and just open this up just to flick one switch so his left arm would.
Oh my gosh, dude! I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Hate it. Hate it. Especially when you're trying to remove the what's that called, the cover.
Yeah, that should be magnet. I've been telling you that should be magnet, and we shouldn't like. We got some of us got fat fingers, you know.
But I mean that. That, and I'm trying to avoid scratching this thing, you know. Yeah. Especially you're trying to use your nail, and you're like, I don't know.
Yeah. Do you have any Iron Man at all, or you sold it?
I sold my Iron Man.
So you don't have any.
No, I used to have the Mark 50.
You are strong.
Yeah, I had the Mark.
I had the Mark 50.
No, I had the Mark. Not anymore. I had the Mark 46, which I sold to Cletus. Yeah, I think I sold it to Cletus. No, I sold it my War Machine Mark 1. I think. Yeah, I think I sold my my 46 a while ago. But let me tell you, man, Hot Toys will re-release that 46. Just you wait.
Oh yeah, they will for sure. Even Mark 5.
They will re-release those figures, man. That's why I always tell my viewers, my subscribers, never ever pay top dollar for a figure, man. Just wait, especially with Hot Toys. I mean, there are certain characters that you might have to pay a little bit more, and you know that they're not going to, like Count Dooku. Count Dooku, Hot Toys will not make that figure again. Mm-hmm. It's not that big of a character to reissue, right?
Right.
I mean, but look at most of their reissues. They're mostly like main characters, like Iron Man, Thor, what else? Death Trooper was just re-released because
So Mandalorian, right?
he was in Mandalorian. It was a good opportunity for them to re-release it, right?
Yeah.
Doctor Strange. I remember when people were paying like $1,000 for the
I didn't
first.
sell mine. I wanted. I was like, I should have sold mine.
I know. I'm like, I'm not selling mine. Like,
Yeah.
right? But then, boom.
Then
Here's the
new.
here's the Infinity War version. And then you know how fast that the price of that figure dropped
Yeah.
from after they announced the new Doctor Strange.
Oh,
It went from $1,000 all the way down to 400 in like a matter of days.
even this Mark 47, which people are going crazy for. You're like, Mark 47, it's like $1,000, $1,400.
Yeah, 14, 1,500. And that's why I say don't ever, because you're gonna kick yourself in the for not for buying that at the top dollar.
I don't even know what the fuss is all about the Mark 47, honestly, because it appeared on Homecoming, and it's 46, which is repaint.
Yeah, which is a repaint. I don't know. I don't know. Some people just grew a liking to it. It's just maybe the paint scheme. I don't know.
I guess people just like things that are not available because.
No, I think you know what it is too. I think people start. I don't know. I really don't know what made that figure so popular. I think it's when people start, I don't know, having like a Hall of Armor and stuff like that. Maybe when they're just strictly collecting Iron Man.
Because it happened to me too, like in Mark 6, which is it didn't go ridiculous like 47, but Mark 6 sat on Big Bad. And then I was just like, I'm thinking on my head, I was like, all right, there's another month. I'm gonna get another credit for Big Bad. I'm gonna wait. It took 3 months so I can, put enough money. It's just like, all right, here you go. Let me get it. And then all of a sudden, it's like sought after. It's like, what? I was sitting there for 3 months. I
know. It's so weird. It's so weird how the market like plays, But I was gonna say like the only Iron Man figure that I'll most likely get in the future is gonna be the Endgame Battle Damage.
85.
85.
Yeah.
Dude, that is a must own.
That
must.
is
I
as
don't care.
iconic as you could be,
Yes. Dude, you could just have that by itself.
Yeah.
I'm telling you could just
have him kneel down and call it the day. And
yeah, just have him kneeling down on your desk. Call it a day, man. Done. We don't need to put it anywhere else.
I'm a bit partial to this, but I'm going to ask your opinion. Do you think they're going to do the look A New Hope, re-release it or improve it?
Yeah, they will.
Yeah,
they will.
The New Hope that we have, the head sculpt is kind of soft. I have it.
Yeah,
but the price hasn't really gone up, so it's like,
yeah, it's one of those things that with Hot Toys, you have the thing is like technology gets better, sculptors get better. So with that being said, figures are going to be re-released because of those two things, So that's why I'm always such a huge. I'm trying to save people money. That's basically what I'm trying to do, man. Yeah. I really would hate to see anybody spend $1,400 on a figure.
Yeah.
And I keep saying it's like, don't buy it at that price. Don't buy it at that price. And then look what happens. Like, they keep reissuing these figures.
Yeah.
I would never have thought that they're going to reissue the Empire Strikes Back Vader, and here they are. In a better in a cool packaging, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, I'm getting that boba.
Oh, you're getting that boba, the classic look.
Oh yeah,
Are you gonna remove it from the packaging? Because this just looks so good inside.
Yeah, man. Are you kidding me? This is I'm sorry. It's Hot Toys, man. Why are you going to leave? This is not Funko Pop. We're not Funko collectors, man. Yeah, take it out. Take it out.
I've never been one of those collectors. I also didn't. I'm sure you've heard this.
Mm-hmm.
People are not. They're destroying the shipper box, right? It's like, what are you going to do with shipper box? Mm-hmm. But I get the argument if you're going to destroy the box too. Like if you destroy the actual art box, then destroy the shipper box too. But if you're just going to destroy the shipper box and you're going to keep the box, it's the same amount of space that it's going to occupy.
Yeah.
Why would you destroy the shipper box then?
Yeah, well, in Hong Kong, like when I buy my stuff from over there, they don't ship it with the brown box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always find like, if you sell something, then you can use the same box. And
and that's why I have like I got a storage house or storage unit, should I say? Yeah. Just because I was running out of room and I had boxes everywhere. So I used that one to put all my statue and Hot Toys boxes in.
Oh shit, you keep the statue box too? That is huge.
Well, it's just easier, trust me, because it's such a pain in the ass to ship these, ship the statues. So to keep the original is definitely worth it. You don't
And you
want
can't
to.
even crush them, right? Because it has like the foams and the styrofoam
Yeah,
inside, so you can't
yeah,
flatten
the
them
art.
out.
Yeah, you can't. So, but I keep the shipper boxes for them too. Like I said, because it's one of those things like when you're, especially as fragile as some of these like, statue like pieces and stuff, you want to keep the original so you could just place it wherever you need to place it. You know.
Yeah. All right. So then it's just like X-wing pilot. Didn't Sideshow made one?
Yeah, Sideshow made one, but they will make one. They will make one.
Yeah. They are gonna milk this up until maybe Mandalorian's
Yeah.
over.
Yeah. So here's the thing too. For me, it's like I know some people are like, "Give me this now. Give me this now." I'm like, dude,
Just relax.
are you trying to complete your collection in a year? Like, how long are you planning to really collect? And that's why I always tell people to ask themselves, if you're in it for the long haul, then you can wait. If you're
Yeah.
in it for the short haul and you want the figures right away, then I'm sorry, like, then it's not going to
Yeah,
happen.
it's. I mean, that would hurt too. Imagine if they all come out at the same time. You
Mhm.
can't buy them all at the same time, so you're
Yeah.
gonna miss out on something. Especially if it's like you said, non-essential character like Dooku or something. Then
Mhm.
you're screwed.
Yeah. I mean, I'm even surprised they made a Krennic. I remember when Rogue One first came out and everyone's like, release Krennic. Oh, make Krennic. Everyone, come on, come on, come on. Hot Toys, make Krennic. And I was going to say, yeah. And I guess they finally listened. And 3 years later, here we are with a Krennic.
I think Krennic is gonna sit on the shelves for a while, for like months, and then once it sells out, people are gonna pay $600 for it.
Oh, yeah. And
Yeah.
then and Hot Toys is not going to reissue that.
Yeah, because
unless he comes back in like another show. Like, you know what I'm saying? If
yeah,
if he comes out in the Cassian Andor show, then I could see them re-releasing that figure. But if not, they're not going to. They need a reason to reissue these figures, right? So,
Are you still waiting for somebody for them to make that? Once they do it, like if they make this figure that they haven't announced, that you're like, I can retire tomorrow.
retire tomorrow. I would think.
Yeah, if
I
they
don't
release
know.
this figure, you're gonna be like, I'm out. It's like, all right, I can call it quits, and I'm happy.
I'm trying to think.
Either statue or this, like
If
whatever it
Prime
might be.
if Prime One comes out with their own Star Wars line, forget it, dude.
You're gonna get broke and divorced.
Yeah, I'll be broke and divorced and happy at the same time because I don't need anything else. And, because they they will make that statue great.
It's like kids are overrated anyway. So
Yeah, Hot Toys War Machine Punisher is to me the figure of the year thus far. I agree, man. It is probably like the best figure right now. It is the best figure right now.
wow, isn't the head a bit bigger for the regular figures that you can't use it for kit bash or something? Because I kind of saw someone like put that head in a regular body.
I haven't tried it. It's a little bit big, but not that big. But I know someone put a John Bernthal Punisher
Yeah,
head inside the War Machine. So, I mean, it looked a little off, but it looked good still.
nice. You don't like DC, right? You don't buy anything.
I like DC. I like DC, but I just don't. I just lost faith in it because of the DCEU. But I love the Joker movie. Joker
Yeah,
movie. I love the Dark Knight.
that Joker movie was depressing as fuck, but I love it.
I loved it. Yeah, but they have potential. They just keep shooting themselves in the foot, man. Seriously. They just don't know how to get their act together. Like Zack Snyder set it up, man. I'm telling you, there's a video by Kevin Smith, and he was explaining to everybody in the audience that they were planning the plans for the Justice League, and it was sick, man. Like you were going to have dark side. That scene in Batman vs Superman when Flash comes out, that was supposed to be in the Justice League 3 movie or something like that. It would have been such a good DCEU, man.
That's why I kind of want to see the Zack's, if they're calling the Snyder cut, because like if you watch the movie, it feels like two different movies in two different halves.
Yeah.
Like the opening sequence of Justice League was amazing when they're like playing this song like everybody knows, and then there's like a slider going in, and it's beautiful. And then the second half feels like I was watching Guardians of the Galaxy. You know?
Well, yeah, that's why, because Joss Whedon came in.
Yeah, the first Avengers guy.
Yeah.
They're cracking up jokes and
yeah, it was yeah.
Man,
I wish that Ben Affleck was still doing Batman, because I liked him as Batman.
I like the fact that, you know, like he was a different take of Batman. Like he just had enough. Like, right, I'm gonna drink, I'm gonna shoot everyone. Yeah. And I guess the purists didn't like that, you know, because it's like, oh, Batman doesn't use guns.
But dude, man. See, I'm also a fan of martial arts, so he was using Krav Maga as a fighting technique in that scene, and that's just like one of the most brutal, like hand-to-hand, fighting system.
He was jacked too.
Oh, he was jacked too, man.
We got from him to Robert Pattinson, which is I'm not ruling him out. But
yeah, we'll see how he plays out. I think he's playing like a year one Batman, so we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. You know, I'm not ruling him out. I don't want to do that because I heard he's like a good actor. I never watched any of his like vampire films, so
yeah. Well, me neither. I would have to question you, Optical.
If Star A starts making them, then I might have to review them.
Oh my gosh! Can you imagine? Oh my goodness.
Because I did some of the Underworld, but at least it's not the same level of Underworld, you know. At least Underworld uses guns, they uses like, you know, sparkly things, I suppose. You know, so
their skin glows in the sunlight. I don't know.
Yeah,
I had to watch the first one with my wife, and I told her, like, don't ever take me to watch any of these movies again,
dude. That, and have you seen a single episode of, and no offense to any Harry Potter fans, but I've never seen a single Harry Potter yet. I got kids. Maybe I would one day.
Harry Potter's good. I like
Harry
Potter. Yeah, it's enjoyable. Obviously, you're not. I don't know. Like, it's enjoyable. Let's put it that way.
Because I wanted to, like, this entire, you know, we were running out of things to watch, and we were watching this movie, and there's like a commercial for Harry Potter game on PlayStation 3, that was like, I don't know, 10 years ago. Yeah. And they're like shooting each other with a magic wand, and I was just like, that's exactly why I don't watch Harry Potter. It's just like, it's exactly, I haven't seen a single movie, but yeah. All right, man. So yeah, sorry to keep you up. Like, I know we're at the 2-hour mark now. So
wow, holy crap!
Cool. All right,
pretty quick.
Yep. Well, it was fun.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. We should do this again, man.
Yep. Let me know. Like, I'll drop by into your channel anytime.
Yeah, let me know too. And I'm so sorry about the misunderstanding.
No worries, man.
Yeah, I really thought it was 10 o'clock. I'm so sorry.
Cool. Oh, that's cool. Like, I know it's getting late there. It's 11:30 now, so I'm gonna have you go to sleep.
Yeah, man. Thank you for having me, and thank you to the chat again. Appreciate everyone.
And guys, please visit his channel if you haven't. If you're gonna watch this later on, he's a Paradox nerd, and he has a podcast. What's the name? It's Rogue One
Sithcast podcast.
Cool. Listen to that, and you're gonna buy a statue afterwards. So, all right, man. Thank you so much.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.